What is up, everybody? What is up? What's going on? I am King Mexico, also known as Jesse Goku. ¿Cómo están todos? Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a Geeks Forever con Jesse Goku. Aquí tenemos Saki Kitty, Jace, Sonic Keyblade, tenemos otra persona que también que está. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk in Spanish. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Friday. Woo! It's Woo Friday. We have a lot to talk about today. We even have a special guest today. And look who's back. Saki Kitty's back, finally. Saki Kitty, say something to the wonderful people.
That's not the special guest, is it?
No. Saki Kitty?
No, I'm not special.
Special.
I'm not special.
Is there like a lag? There's like a lag. There's
I got my computer still.
so much lag. The people are even complaining about it. The lag is
there lag on mine?
Yeah, you look like one of the old Godzilla movies where they're like talking, their lips are flapping, but the words have yet to come out.
Like poorly dubbed anime.
Hello.
It is like poorly dubbed anime.
Bad dubbed anime. Okay.
Well, we're just happy to have Saki Kitty back. Woo! Saki Kitty's back. Saki Kitty just happened to come back when we're deciding to talk shit about Anime Matsuri.
I just happened to come back
Again.
Anyways, we have
I know we're beating a dead horse.
I also have another thing to talk about, but I'll do that later.
We have other things to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about today. We have a special guest today. We have a special guest. We're going to allow him to introduce himself and talk about what he does. But our special guest, I call him Fwan. His name is Fwan. And he's actually from another podcast. When I was doing my research for Anime Matsuri, I was looking up other YouTubers and other podcasters, and they had a really cool format that I really liked. Because I was cleaning my room, and I was also listening to them talk at the same time. So I was like, hey, do you want to be on our podcast and promote your channel? He's like, yeah, cool. That sounds awesome. What is up, man? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us share with the world who you are.
Well, I hope you don't mind me getting into my own opening shtick here. Welcome, everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. On the spot, hop over a cold one with all of your friends. It is Friday evening. I am joining our friends here at Geeks as ever. My name is Juan Arouse. I am one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, and I am the host of our uncensored interview and review podcast called The Black Files. We discuss geek culture. We discuss movies and TV shows. We discuss all sorts of different topics and issues that pertain to the geek community. And we do so without any sort of filter to ourselves. If we have an opinion on something, we'll tell you about it. And you can either agree with us or disagree with us. That's fine. It's part of having an open conversation. We believe that whenever it comes to the con community, whenever it comes to geek culture, for years there have been all sorts of different issues, like elitism with cosplayers and con owners being assholes, things like that. And we have a very strong philosophy in you can't solve a problem unless you first begin a dialogue, unless you first acknowledge that there is a problem. So we created the Ravens Block channel on YouTube, and out of that spawned different programming, and that's where my podcast, Black Files, comes from. And I am very honored and very glad to be joining you guys tonight. Let's spit some bull, let's open our hearts and our minds to each other, and get a dialogue going.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah. Speaking of opening, we're going to address a few things. Opening of our hearts and minds. I can't even get Saki Kitty to reply to me within a week sometimes.
Excuse me?
Also, speaking of asshole convention. Speaking of asshole convention owners, today's podcast is brought to you by Anime Matsuri. Anime Matsuri has officially postponed to July of 2021. Remember, for $90 for the weekend at the door, you can walk around for hours, buy bootleg merchandise, do absolutely nothing, and run into the same people you've been running into all day. Remember, if you buy your badge now at animematsuri.com, you get free sexual harassment.
Yay! Does it come with unwanted and physical advances too?
He's been.
Oh,
We got some
Comes
commenters
free with every
saying
badge purchase.
someone said that you're going nuts. You're going what?
And the other half are redone by other people.
Yes. Some of the commenters are saying that you like, oh wow, that's some enthusiasm with that introduction. Someone says he's been practicing, and when someone says, oh wow, he's going nuts.
Like, I should hope I got that introduction down. We've been out and about on here for almost 8 years now. Like, I would imagine that a shtick would stick at something. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
No,
awfully
I can understand, and it's like Jace said. Jace said it's all professionalism. We've been doing this since 2016. We took a year and a half to a year hiatus because I became a parent. And so we decided to, and it took an entire pandemic to make us bring back the podcast. And the way we do the podcast now is actually much more it's different than like night and day than how we used to do it. We never did it live. We never had the comments on video. So this is whole new territory here with the podcast. It's not even, I call it a podcast, but it seems more of a live discussion than a podcast. But I still call it podcast. A meeting. All right. We're meeting here to talk about a new anime. A main character with no character development that constantly rips off Goku. All right. Good meeting, guys. Time for lunch.
I'm on the East Coast. This is dinner time. I got chicken noodle soup waiting for me.
Oh, that's right. He's an hour ahead of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am your illegitimate Floridian brother over here.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Geeks Forever brought to you.
On before.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about Anime Matsuri. For those of you that don't know, Anime Matsuri had a big announcement coming up for this week. Like, oh my god, guys, stay tuned because we have a real big announcement for everybody. We're gonna have a big announcement. It's a huge announcement. We're gonna have an announcement for the announcement, during the announcement, for that announcement, for the other announcement that we're going to announce. That was Matsuri for an entire day, and people were like, oh my god. People were speculating, oh my god, they're gonna move the con to another location. We're still gonna get the con. They were like so happy. We're still gonna have the con. Their big announcement, which was dumb as shit. They made such a big deal out of it.
And obvious, too.
They just postponed the con till next year. Like, we've been listening to you guys, and we've heard you, and we're going to postpone.
That was perfect.
That was great.
That was perfect.
So, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. You got to understand.
They did.
No, that was great. That was perfect. That was perfect, but we don't have a script here. I'm not even looking at like a list of context to like talk about. We just like, oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about? Matsuri?
Matsuri
Matsuri moved, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Matsuri, who was in the comment section for the Anime Matsuri? Like, Anime Matsuri has a group on Facebook where people can post they can make posts and comment on this post. So there was
I
one.
think I shared some stuff with you.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, trust me, a lot of people shared stuff with me.
Yeah,
a lot of people. Apparently, I'm
and
becoming the new poster child for boycott Anime Matsuri. Well, let's see what Jesse has to say. We all know how.
And but I know.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I know what most the audience. I know we're probably beating this to a dead horse, but after tonight we're burying this once and for all, are we?
We're at least gonna bury it.
Don't stop beating that horse till you get a bottle of Elmer's glue out of it.
That's right. That is the most. That is the most yes thing I've heard all day. Anyways, so as far as Anime Matsuri goes, there isn't much left when it comes to beating that dead horse. Because now that they're postponed, we have to wait. Okay, so let's just put this out there. So for those of you that were wondering, were they going to extend their deadline? They did officially extend their deadline to what, like the 31st of July? Woo! You have until the 31st to...
basically 3 weeks.
That was because that a lot of people commented that
Pressured.
the day they were going to do the announcement was also the last day for the refunds.
Mhm.
So a lot of
Yeah.
people said, and just like, wait a minute, this seems kind of like you could announce it like even now, but you decided to go ahead and do it on the last day of the refunds to do the announcement of the cancellation. And on Twitter, people were
Shitting on
definitely
about it.
commenting on that. They're like, that's shady as fuck. So I mean, they did extend it. I think it was because they got called out on it.
Mhm.
But that's just my opinion.
You
on
know
that
what's
matter. But I'm
amazing?
glad they extended. I think they should
Speaking
extend it
of
longer,
calling
but-
out, did you see the comments? One of the coolest people in the world. I want to give him a shout out here. His name is Stefan or Steven or is that his name? How do you say his name? You know who I'm talking about, right? Sonic.
Yes.
He made a post. Somebody made a post, and he started bad mouthing, and Saki Kitty just walked away. It's like,
She has
She'll
a
be
huge
back.
glare in her background.
I know. I was
Yeah,
like, what's
she
going
got
on? She's got like a
that.
rave thing going on. Anyways, so for our guest here,
Oh,
Juan.
that-
So Houston.
No, her part of the live stream is directed by J.J. Abrams. It's fine.
There you go.
You're getting your money.
Blinded all.
Okay, no more. Like you can be in
So-
the darkness.
Damn it, Saki Kitty, you made me lose my train of thought again. Anyways,
Steven.
so
You were talking about Stefan or Steven?
right. So he
Yeah,
makes this
Stefan
comments,
being the badass.
and like John goes onto the group page, and he starts replying to people's posts and comments. And John is like, I don't know if he's a really good actor or he's completely oblivious. But he is like a deer caught in headlights when it comes to like, whoa, man, why are you throwing such shade at us? Acting like no one's ever thrown shade at the con before.
Like, this is the first time in life that I am being personally attacked online on the internet. Oh dear. Oh me. Oh
How
my.
very
Whatever.
dare you.
I am shocked and chagrined. How dare you? This is slander and calumny on Facebook of all places.
I know, right?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Booty Warriors here. Booty Warriors commented. He commented, yo. Anyways, so we're
you
so
in there.
John is like a deer caught in headlights when it comes to the comments. And I'm not gonna say this individual's name, but if you want to see this post, it is the most cringiest, funniest, like who the hell is this person post I have ever seen. Everyone sent me screenshots of it. There is a guy who posted.
Is it the one where it goes?
He's blaming the community for getting the con postponed or canceled till next year. He is literally saying,
Wait,
"You
is
all."
it the guy who wrote?
He's the one saying about fake virus and politics, and everyone like bullied John
Yeah.
and Denise into postponing the con. Like, y'all's negative comments made them postpone it.
Hey, do you want me to? Do you want us to? If you
wanna do
want,
the
we can read.
voice?
Do you want to read the whole screenshot?
Yeah, no, you have to read it, but with the mouth breather voice. This-
Okay, I'll do it.
All right.
Let me know
All
when
right.
you're ready.
No, let us know when you're ready. You're the one
never-
reading it.
we're never
Sit
ready
back
for
and,
it.
and relax, Juan. This is gonna be fucking.
All right.
This should be good.
Here we go.
Oh,
All right, viewers, get ready.
Well, I guess that's it. Pretty much the only con I get to go this year is gone. All because of people spreading negativity news, which is all lies, that they claim is all real in their eyes, and everybody bullying me here. I really wanted to go because I would help my mental health since I had it for half my life. I almost bought a ticket a few weeks ago before things had shot to hell and blame a lot of people. Now I have to cancel my hotel as well, so thanks a lot, everybody. I'm going to take a vacation somewhere out of my state, and I don't care what anyone says. Don't let me start with all these fake protests and all your BS garbage as well, because you people are one of the reasons that's not happening, and your stupid politicians who don't get to get elected. I do want to thank John and Denise for at least trying to make this happen this year. I went in 2016 and they made the first time going memorable. Regardless of what people say, I do have respect for them. For the few people I like on here, I respect you guys for talking too much. And for the rest of you who started all this and got it canceled, I hope karma comes back to you and you get what you deserve and you burn. Bye, everyone. I see you down the road.
I had to mute my mic. I had to mute. Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Lightheaded. Oh.
Oh, you poor thing!
Why did you have to do the little chip?
Yeah,
Like I don't recall.
That's when I
reading
lost
with
my
those weird
shit,
noises,
dude.
But it sounds a lot better.
It sounds
That was
It was
awesome.
based on for you wrestling fans out there. There is a WWE producer named Kevin Dunn who notoriously
Kevin Dunn.
awful teeth. Who has Jim Cornette. There's a former employee. He added to talk like,
You know, Jim, I find you tiresome.
Oh, I remember that. I remember. You know what I find tiresome is those beaver bucky fucking teeth.
yeah. So
Oh, Jesus.
so I hope you guys appreciate that voice. If you want me to do it again, I will be happy to.
Yes.
Oh no! So one of my
Five more
friends on
horrible
here who's
comments.
commenting. I don't know if she wants me saying her name, but he was on her friends list, and he went on a tangent about. Well, I have depression. I have depression, and this is my only vacation,
I
and
have
nobody
depression.
cares.
It's my only vacation.
And like, I got mad. I was pissed because it gets worse. Like this was just a post, but on her comment section, he pretty much made it sound like, listen, I don't care about anyone other than myself. And my friend Jennifer Johnson, who's married to one of my good buddies who I fucking miss and is not here watching, and I'm insulted. He was making it sound like, listen, I don't care about anyone because nobody cares about me. I want to go to the con and I want to have fun. The virus is fake, and if you get sick, then that's on you, and if you die, that's on you as well. I want this con. This is how this guy made it sound. So I called him out because I was pissed. I was not happy. I was pissed. Like, listen here. And look, if anybody finds what I say offensive, let me know, and I do apologize if you do find it offensive, but this is what I told him. And I might be paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly. But I'm like, listen here, you ugly, goofy looking bitch. You weave shit. The reason why nobody gives a fuck about you is because you don't give a fuck about anybody else. Get off your fucking high horse. I would tell you to go get laid, but obviously looking based on your pictures, that's not going to happen. He was like, well, block.
Gonna need a senzu for that one.
Like, no. And Booty
Even,
Warrior's got a
even
point.
someone wrote this.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Say it. I want you to read.
Oh yeah, and and then there's the comments like in that original post that someone wrote this and it pretty much nailed it in the head. She said, "Sorry that you're concerned with your entertainment than the health of yourself and others. Also, if your mental health is that dependent on going to a convention, I would highly recommend seeking professional help. It's a lot more relatable than a temporary serotonin boost you would get from such an event."
Oh, that's a lot of big words.
Well, it makes
Oh
sense.
my God, there's logic in that. Oh my God, and don't tell me. Let me guess how this guy reacted. He probably crapped on like, oh, I can't go to a doctor. It's not the right thing for me. This is my only release. This is the only way that I can actually cope with the world. Like,
Doctors don't work with me.
am I right?
Too expensive,
Actually,
but I could.
believe it or not, in the original in the original
post.
post, he accused everyone of bullying him for his stance.
Yeah, and the sad part is there are people defending him on it. It's like, well, it's not about the con, and then someone was like telling me, oh, so you're saying that we cause a virus? I'm like, dude, it has nothing to do with that. Like, you need to understand, there's people, I want you to, for those who are defending him, I want you to tell somebody who is dealing with this virus or had someone who passed away, tell it to their face that it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I was about to say, there's about 136,507 people who might have something to say about this guy's desperate need to go to a con.
yeah, and besides, like, for his mental health, too, the weird part is, well, sorry for the air quote for mental health, but, it's just temporary, like the person who commented said, like, it's just temporary. Oh, 2 weeks later, you're going to feel the same way anyway.
Danielin says, just real quick, I don't mean to interrupt there. Just real quick, everybody, I want to address some comments real quick. Danielin says that I went looking for the post and couldn't find it. Did it get taken down? It is possible.
Yeah, it got taken down.
There are lots of
It did.
screenshots. It did get taken down? Okay, yeah, so it did get taken down. Booty Warrior
Yeah,
says,
I did.
"Bitch, we all got depression." Jennifer says, "We miss you too." Heart. Oh, thank you. Justin says, "That's harsh."
We're all geeks and gamers and cosplayers. Like, like you can find me a single a member of the geek community without some sort of mental hindrance. If you can point them out to me, please let me know. God Almighty, you can't use that as an excuse for wanting to have a con open. Selfish.
Absolutely.
The one
Jennifer,
thing I hate,
just real quick,
that
Saki.
Matsuri did.
Hold on, real quick, Saki. Before you give your, I just want to address one more comment because this is important. Jennifer goes on to state he was going on telling people he hopes they go and die and some shit over all this. It was insane. He wants people to suffer for anything he hates. Basically, if things happen that cause him a hard time of any kind, even minor, they deserve to suffer or die. Like, dude needs help. Yes, he did bring up the karma thing, like, because Anime Matsuri was canceled and he felt like everybody's negative comments had he felt like the people's comments about the virus is the reason why John and Denise canceled the con, and he said this in the post. He hopes that karma bites everyone in the ass. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Saki Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like, the one thing, I'm active on Twitter, so, I'm looking at a lot of posts on Twitter, and people were calling out on Matsuri on what, like, the shady shit that they're doing. Like, they just started to realize all the shady shit they're doing. But the one thing that John, which I had a screenshot, and he talked about how he was making Matsuri and how he was trying to make sure it will happen for people's mental health. And he was using mental health as a way to justify of having the con. And I'm just like, no, that is the most I can't believe that a lot of not enough people were calling him out of him using that meant for mental health when it's not for mental health. A con is not for your mental health. And he was using that, and all the people jumped on that bandwagon because they have so many toxic fans in Matsuri. They're like, yes, it's for our health. It's for our mental health. Therefore, it's justifiable. And I'm like, fuck you, John, for using mental health as a reason to have the con. They don't care about your mental health. They don't even care about your regular health, And it was just like a dick move, and everyone was jumping on that band.
They were essentially just kissing his ass.
Basically, yeah. So then we get like shitty people like this.
Fwan, I want to know, you're from you're from Florida, right? If I'm
Florida,
That's right.
man.
I'm in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, I want to know what you have heard of, before you did all your research about the accusations or the scandals of Anime Matsuri's sexual whatever. Like, what did y'all hear about Anime Matsuri? Because we've interviewed we've had other guests from other states on here, and there are a lot of cosplayers, and some of them have heard of Anime Matsuri, and they have heard bad things about Anime Matsuri. And it's shameful to believe that when people like think about anime conventions in Texas or in Houston at all, Anime Matsuri is like what comes up. So I want to know, like, what did you know about Anime Matsuri, and what do you think about Anime Matsuri?
Like, literally, when I was going into doing the research on it, one of my friends who used to live in the Houston area until she moved back to Florida, I asked her about it. It's like, I've only ever gone once, and I am never going back to that convention again. I don't care how big or how fun people might say it is. It was just overwhelming, and the amount of disrespect from security there was not something I want to go back to. This is a quote. I'm keeping it anonymous, but she, they know who they are. Anyway, but like once I started digging in on Anime Matsuri, we were specifically like, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. The episode of the Black Files that we did was back in February of 2018 when the owners of Anime Matsuri were trying to pull a DMCA on the YouTube channel Sparkling Scarves, which is a Lolita community a channel headed up by Tyler Willis, and they were basically trying to pull DMCA's on her because on her program last week, Lolita News, she was using images of John and Denise and comparing him to the mushrooms that were grown in the Super Mario Brothers movie, basically calling him Mushroom Head, Mushroom Face, as part of her tirade on this guy, and basically turn him a new one. I did my homework further on there. I learned about the freaking clothing store. I heard about the sexual advances that was done there. And all the while I was pulling up all this research before we actually laid it in on him. The way I normally do things is that the show belongs to me. So, but anything that I wanted to discuss, I hand it over to Jose Casabona, who's the head of our channel, and I let him know this is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to do. Yeah, and he's like, he was looking at the shit I was showing. He was like, trash him. Trash him, he's scum, tear his ass apart. Like, okay, yeah, sure, by all means. And that's when we went ahead and laid it on him.
The comment section is very colorful today on the podcast. Did you ever hear? This is after the whole Scarfy Scarves cease and desist allegation on the allegations of Scarfy Scarves harassing using trademark images and
which is photos of his face, which is publicly available.
Well, no,
So
there's a YouTuber. So when I was doing my research, I stumbled upon your channel, but I also stumbled upon another channel, which is an individual that actually offers legal advice, and he brought up Scarfy Scarves versus Anime Matsuri, and he went over all the things that were wrong with the cease and desist letter. And after I saw that, you know what? That's when I went full head on. Like I did a Anime Matsuri special, and it was like a little uncomfortable because I went over everything that they have done wrong. Like, there's more than just a section. Like the main thing is he was sexually harassing women that he was business partners with for like, making really bad comments, making really bad requests, like naked pictures, all that shit. But they did something else. It wasn't him personally, but the convention itself, the Anime Matsuri organization, they have had people hurt other groups. I don't know if you heard about this, but there was an incident with a Nazi at Anime Matsuri.
yes, indeed, I have heard of that. Like the Cliff Notes version that I was able to learn about, that was some assholes showed up at the convention in full-blown Nazi SS regalia, calling it cosplay, and he was running through the convention. Apparently, he crashed a fanfic reading panel, and before security ever got to him.
Right,
Dude.
we can give you we can give you the
You're looking at
details.
the guy.
We can give you the details on that. We can give you all the details on
Yes,
that.
please.
So
Because one thing that I did see was like, in a little bit of my search, someone was asking like, "Oh God, is there any footage on it?" Well, these guys Geeks Ever have video on this, and like just look them up and they'll tell you all about it. I'm like, okay, well, it's official. These are definitely these guys are definitely our kind of people over here. So like, yeah, no issues with that. So
just real quick, shout out to David Johnson, who just I forgot to give a shout out to Mitchell. Mitchell, hi, welcome to the podcast. Also to David. David's one of my oldest buddies, man. Welcome to the podcast. You've never been on here, you bitch. You're finally commenting. Took your wife to get you on here. Anyway, so the incident with the Nazi actually involved us, this group. It involved this group.
all you guys, right?
So, after what happened with Scarfy Scarves, and they had sent the legal notice to cease and desist, which is stupid because cease and desist is the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, they have to word it that way.
If you look at the letter, it makes absolutely no sense because it doesn't go into detail. It doesn't give links. It doesn't give video names. It doesn't give anything. It doesn't give anything at all. So what had happened was a lot of people, individuals, were canceling on Anime Matsuri. Us as a group at the time, we had less than 700 followers. We're like, listen, and we had a group meeting. We're like, listen, guys, I don't think we should go to Matsuri. We were going to give, we were afraid that people were going to see us the wrong way. Like, we don't support I have never fucking supported Anime Matsuri, but I am for hosting events and panels to entertain my friends and not paying for a badge at that con. We actually conned our way into getting a free badge from them. So here's the thing. We canceled all of our panels. We canceled all of our panels in February. They didn't take down our panels. It was still up there. It was a terrible fan fiction panel for adults where we actually read cringy, really bad fan fiction. Now, the problem is there was a lot of misinformation. So this person went to a fan fiction panel that was not our panel, but they quickly blamed us and said it was the terrible fan fiction panel hosted by Geeks 5 Ever that had the Nazi dress host. And I remember my phone was blown up, and I don't want to go into the personal details because that really hit like me really hard. I like this is the same year Anime Matsuri almost had us like destroyed as a group. We would not be here if it wasn't for the help of all my friends who stepped forward and make sure that Houston Press and Crom.com and all these other websites and had retracted and changed. They printed out the real information, like they got all their shit correct. Unfortunately, the damage was done. I have stumbled upon other YouTubers and other big, not big, but people that are influential that don't like us anymore because they think we were a part of that. And it sucks. It really does. You have we got a lot of comments and hate messages that weekend. Like, oh, when our post, when we said we are canceling all of our panels at Anime Matsuri and we are not hosting anything, and some girl went on there and commented, well, good, because you guys are a bunch of assholes. One of our friends commented and said, you realize this is from February, right? And then she didn't reply. I guess she felt stupid.
Yeah, she probably was clowning.
Yeah, I remember when it was all over Twitter, and Matsuri did throw Geeks 5 Ever under the bus, and and during the time there was a Twitter account called Boycott Anime Matsuri, and I went ahead and I took screenshots of what he said, screenshots of when they canceled in February. I'm like, look, they weren't going to be there anyway. They didn't like how Anime Matsuri was running, so you need to change that post and say that it's not them. It's just Matsuri throwing everyone under the bus. They don't want to take blame for this, And even when the information came out, the damage was done, but Matsuri still didn't own up to what happened. They didn't even apologize or anything. They're just
let me just put it out. I'm just going to put it out there right now. Matsuri has not apologized. They have not. They have never admitted they made a mistake. As far as they're concerned, they're in the clear, and this is my fault. This is not my fault. I canceled. I said I wasn't going. I made it public. Something told me, pin this post to the top because you're going to need it later. And I'm sure glad I did because that post reached out to 30,000 people that day. That's more than the people that were actually at the con. Because let me put it out there. Anime Matsuri will count a 3-day badge as 3 individuals at the con. Sure, a lot of conventions also do that. But Anime Matsuri will sell you a day pass and then they'll sell you another day pass and count that as 2 individuals. Yeah, no, it was a canceled panel. I'm looking at the comment section. Yeah, I remember this. Luckily, my friends told me that the true story that Anime Matsuri ruined it. I heard at the con that the panel was canceled and this random guy took it over. Right. So it was we don't even know who that was. We actually made a post saying that, look, no one from Geeks 5 Ever would dress up as a Nazi. That's unacceptable. No one would actually do it. Fuck that guy. We literally said the word fuck in our post. And that's the thing about Geeks 5 Ever.
This guy wound up hijacking it.
Well, he did hijack. Apparently, he hijacked the panel.
He got a badge. He said he was I heard that this is just a rumor. I don't even know if this is true. He went to the apparently he went there. He said he was working for Geeks 5 Ever, got a free badge, and then went ahead and took over one of the panels that were canceled. And you have to realize, Anime Matsuri's panels, half of them are canceled, and the other half are, relocated to a different area or rescheduled. their organization when it comes to doing panels on time is a shit show. So
Right.
there's so many times panels are canceled. He just probably picked one, be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this panel, and then, story goes, that's when he went ahead and took over.
So you mean to tell me that this guy kept, like, he must have known, obviously, because you guys had announced in February that the panels were canceled. So this guy went out of his way, claimed that he was part of your group. These guys, the folks who went to the convention didn't even bother to check. They don't have any sort of system of saying, like, oh, hey, if you're with a group or with a panel, or that if you have, like, a press badge or something, that they have you listed by name. If you're requesting that sort of interest, they just handed him a fucking badge. Like,
Yeah,
nobody's business.
let him
He
take
went
over
out
the panel. No question.
and took over the panel.
No
Right.
questions. He was wearing a Nazi uniform and took over a panel.
So the way Anime
like,
Matsuri
this doesn't
works,
seem suspicious.
A literal jackbooted motherfucker went up.
Yeah.
And with no security check, with no double checking on their itineraries, nothing. Oh my! I hope you'll excuse me. I thought shit was bad in Florida. I thought that we had some bad convention operations going on over here. That is some happy horseshit right there.
and by
Oh
the
my
way,
God.
some of the commenters were like, "Oof," when you said you were from Florida. Like, oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no kidding. Just all I gotta say is 2 words, and I don't care. He don't like me anyway. I don't like him. All I got is 2 words for you.
Okay, just
Tom
off topic.
Cruise.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
I gotta know. So I was listening to The Buzz here in Houston. It's a radio station. And they were talking about a warning was issued in Florida that iguanas were falling down out of trees and killing people. Is this true? Was this an actual warning? Do you know of?
The first I'm hearing of it.
Fuck.
This is true.
It wasn't where he's at, but it's true.
No, it
because
was, I think.
iguanas
Oh,
are
you know what? It
cold-blooded.
was in
When it gets
Miami.
too cold, they
Like-
lock up, and then they thaw
like-
and fall.
Did they say a city or what county or whatever? Did
They
say
just
where?
said Florida. I assume
Hey,
all Floridians
hey,
know each other.
King Mexico.
What's up?
Who told this story on The Buzz?
I was about to say.
80.
Who was the DJ that said it?
No, it was 80.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured it'd be 80.
Yeah,
Was
80.
he making jokes, cracking puns and stuff?
He was like, "Oh, what's the
It
new?"
sounded like
Like,
it was a joke.
he was just talking about. No, he was talking about because he always does stories like, "What is the new crazy thing that's happening in Florida?" And then he does like the article, like he read the article, like he read the title at least, or like a brief summary of it, and then he made jokes. Like, geez,
Yeah, he would crack puns and stuff.
right? But I'm like, oof,
Ouch.
I don't want to go to Florida. Apparently, it's raining iguanas.
If so, let me know where. Maybe I can get a new pet, new companion for my pet rabbit in the house. Who knows? Maybe I can just resuscitate him or whatever. Use
Well,
a little eye dropper or whatever that's empty, and just CPR air into the iguana and just tap him in the chest and get it back to life.
Well, I'm
Then- and then
Mexican.
my
As soon as
rabbit
an iguana falls, that's a new wallet for me right there.
Oh Lord! Well, if you're willing to put the time and effort into it, then go by all means, go right ahead. You do you, brother.
Speaking of Florida, today's podcast is brought to you by Maneater. Maneater on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. You get to play as a shark
Oh, here he comes.
and eat people. Every podcast, any chance I get, I got to talk about Maneater.
And right now on GameStop, it is $10 off.
It was like $30 at Walmart.
God.
A warning: iguanas are falling from trees and killing you. Be aware. So we were like, it's surprising. We know that Anime Matsuri claims to be one of the top 10 biggest animes in the country, which is
They make a lot
pretty.
of claims.
It might be true though, because it doesn't take much to be a big. Believe it or not, anime cons aren't as successful as people think they really are. Comic cons make much more money. They have much more because Comic cons have a wider range. Where anime cons, it's just like one specific targeted audience.
like, of course, you're going to have folks who are like into broader sci-fi and comics and stuff who will come into it, but it is geared primarily to anime conventions. And you're right, like a lot of these big conventions live and die by their annual attendance. They don't really do anything in terms of profit-wise, in terms of like investing back into their conventions or investing into savings to improve their convention by getting bigger or anything. They have to pay their bills and hope to God they have something left behind for themselves at the end of the event. Like, yeah, it's nuts. There's a lot of work, a lot of time put into it, but very little actual profit or very little like return on investment on it, because you got to pay off your talent, you got to pay off your staff, you got to pay off your desk, you got to pay off the venue, you got to pay off the county, you got to pay off.
Whoa! You're making a lot of assumptions there, sir.
Unless
a lot of conventions do not pay their staff. Anime Matsuri does not pay 90% of its staff.
Anybody. They don't pay 90% of their guests.
They don't pay 90% of their guests.
I'll be right back, folks.
To not pay you. I heard stories about with the shady shit they've done to their employees, to their volunteers. Like, because with volunteers, you have to work a certain amount of hours, to, in a sense, get your badge, or you're able to walk around, or free badge, or whatever they do. And so now, from what I've heard, that there's plenty of times, you have to check in and check out, and you have to write your name and the hours that you put down so they know that you've done these hours. And then if you work overtime of these hours, they'll pay you a little extra money. And apparently, when they write them down, or people have written them down, it's like, hey, I did work these extra hours, I should get a little bit extra money. And they're like, oh, well, we don't have it on record. They're like, well, I wrote it down over here. Well, it's mysteriously gone. So,
oh, dear me, wherever could it have gone?
I volunteered for Anime Matsuri to help out a friend.
Write it in pencil?
I had a friend. He's not my friend anymore because he's a piece of shit. But there was this guy who I used to be friends with. And he was a staff member. He was the volunteer coordinator for Anime Matsuri years ago. Like, I'm talking 2010, 2011, who knows. And I'm sick as shit. I'm dying. I'm like, the doctor. I took a week off from work because I had a doctor's excuse, but I decided to come help him. Man, oh man, they treat their volunteers like shit. Honestly, I just showed up and worked one day, and I was like, man, I'm gonna keep the badge and y'all can kiss my ass because I ain't doing shit no more. Like, hey man, did you finish all your hours? I'm like, no. I was like, no, I did not finish my hours, but you know what? You're not getting the badge. Well, you're gonna have to pay for it. I ain't paying for shit. No, I got into an argument with one of the other, and they fired the dude that I used to be. They fired him halfway through the weekend. And they fed us like they bought like a pack of hot dogs and cooked it and cut it up into pieces with bread, and like they put it in a bun, but they cut it up into pieces so we could all share that to eat. I'm like, what the and like,
what? They didn't even give you the decency of a single hot dog to yourself? You gotta split it?
I'm dead serious. I would rather work at GameStop again than volunteer for Anime Matsuri. And I actually did. And
That's a bold statement.
Look, here's the thing. I have worked for GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
I worked for GameStop for almost 2 years. And GameStop was hell. GameStop is a dream killer. Welcome back. Anime Matsuri, they treat their volunteers like shit. There are like 8 to 10 people in a single hotel room at Anime Matsuri, and only one person has the room key. Anime Matsuri
Not gonna lie, I've had a room like that once upon a time. It was a miserable mess. But the only thing that I can say, safely, was at least the 9 other people that I was splitting the room with had the decency of paying their share on it. But I always ran my room with the full amount for the hotel room saved up, working on the assumption that whoever I might have, like, who wants to split the room with me, or is gonna fail at the last minute. But thankfully, I gotta tell you, I literally had one guy who slept in the cubby area underneath the television. Like, the little sometimes they have like a closet in there. Like, this one was like a full-on closet where you can like store your luggage bag under. This guy grabbed his goddamn pillow, tucked it into the corner, and tucked himself in like night guys, and closed the door behind him. He locked
I
himself
slept
up in
under a
the
desk.
You know what?
God Almighty, I am so sorry.
We have
I am
another.
So sorry, dude.
It's. I got more. I'll tell you more. But we're gonna address another comment. Oh yeah, I never updated you that he got salty that his bitching post got deleted. So apparently, he didn't take down the post. It was taken down
He
by
got
the
taken down by a
admins.
mod?
Yes.
Oh,
It
And
Oh,
Jennifer
that's
go.
the-
I can't
Jennifer
believe
goes
people
on.
deleted my post.
Jennifer goes on to say, "I know because he posted about his post being taken down." Oh God, don't start with GameStop
Oh,
EV Games.
God.
So another comment. Okay, so for Anime Matsuri, when I was a volunteer, I was so fed up with their shit. At one point, they had me watching the door to a panel. Okay, you got to check IDs, and you got to make sure people have badges. You know how little of a shit I gave? I was like, come on in, free. I started yelling, free. No badge required, 18 plus, no ID required. Passport, fuck it, just go in. They actually, somebody got in trouble. Somebody got fired that night. I think that's why my
Like, looks like to
ex-friend
me,
got fired.
Like, you see, you
of
see
paper that says, "I am 12."
just as Yuffie or whatever from Final Fantasy VII. You see her waltz on in, like, come on in, go right ahead. Yeah, no, oh my freaking God. That is beautiful.
And the best part about it is I wasn't even sober for it either. I wasn't sober, and I made it so obvious that I wasn't sober. Like I think I had the bottle in my hand, like, "What's up? Come in, fuck it." Nobody cares
Like
anymore.
that one Scottish YouTuber, the Critical Drinker. All right, that's all I got for today. Go away now.
Oh no, I made such a horrible joke. I made
fuck
such
it
a
all.
horrible joke. Like, one of my friends asked me, "Hey man," somebody's like, "Hey man, do you know where John is? Because somebody's looking for him." I don't know. Do I look like a Lolita cosplayer to you? Do I look like I know where he would be? And I was like,
Dude, I look like an underage girl.
"Do I look
Do I
under?"
look
And I
like
didn't say the
14?
because I didn't know about the underage thing until recently. But I'm like, "Do I look like a Lolita girl to you? Do I look like I have his hand up my ass?" No.
He's like, let me check. No, he's not there.
I'm not in a dress, so
Knew
no.
about John
Oh, God.
I came
blew
just
up.
in time, didn't I? Yes, you did, Christian. Yes, you did. Yes, you
That
did.
is priceless. That is absolutely priceless. Oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Like, I remember when the whole fiasco of behavior towards women came up, and like a couple of me and some of my friends were like, "Oh yeah, that was gonna happen. It was that time that it came field. All right, cool." Everyone's like shocked, and then like the girls were like, "Yeah, we knew for a while. It took y'all long enough." Like, it was so known. Like, people have warned me. When I was getting into the conventions and anime scenes, that people have warned me. It's like, okay, you see that guy? Yeah, I see him. Yeah, watch out. You're his body type. You know.
Real quick,
so,
Justin.
Like, okay.
Real quick, Justin says that he sent me something on Facebook that was just posted in the AM official group. It's funny. I can't see the post, dude, because I am not only am I not in the group, but I'm banned from the group. So you're gonna have to like take screenshots because I can't see the post. Oh no, it is widely known that I hate Matsuri.
Never knew.
No, you can't tell.
Would have never guessed.
No,
How did that happen?
where's your
He
dog?
sounds so well, doesn't he?
Where's your
Where's your
dog, by the
dog?
way? Yeah, where's the
Talk about
dog?
Matsuri.
We're talking about Matsuri.
He's occupied outside. He's using the bathroom at the moment.
Okay. He's excused.
John
Yeah,
looks like a creep.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Bald-headed
say
goatee
anything bad.
person.
Don't say anything
He's
bad
a
like
creep.
that. I don't want to get sued. I actually don't want to get sued. But
In
you know who
your
John-
opinion, you
In my
believe that
opinion,
he looks-
That dude looks like a creep.
You know who John does look like though?
He looks like a creep.
You know who John looks like though? He looks like that one dude. The meme that I showed last time, where it's like that. The guy is all like
Yeah, he was like,
the bald guy, where he's all
pissed off.
the pissed off bald
He's just
dude
disappointed.
in the sports stadium.
For half a minute, when I was looking him up and everything for half a minute, I thought he was God. Like the name's right at the top. It's up on my tongue. Since I'm sorry, I forgot your name here, RoboCop dude. Sure, since you know pro wrestling, he's the guy who was part of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan.
I said that too. I said that earlier.
For half a second, I just like when I was doing my research, I was thinking, I'm like, fucking way, is that really him? Then I take a closer look. Okay, no, that's no. Wait, no, yeah, no. Billy Corgan's way better look. I mean, like for kind of a frumpy older bald guy, I guess. But like, yeah, no, okay, no, never mind. I can tell people.
He's a Billy Corgan cosplayer.
I said that too. I said Billy Corgan like weeks ago.
Like, except without any of the talent of being able to be a musician or an endearing personality, apparently.
What the
Just
fuck?
a wet, rapey blanket.
What the hell did you send me, Justin? What the shit is this?
What?
To my fellow
What?
weaves and anime titties, I thank you for not doing Matsuri this year. We can look at the thigh highs.
Wait, I want to read it in my voice.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
this is from Justin, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
It's not.
Don't make fun of Justin.
It's in the group. It's in the group. It's in the group. No, he didn't post it. He was
Okay.
sending me screenshots. If you want to go in the Anime Matsuri official group on Facebook, if you want to go in there and read this cringy shit, somebody even posted a picture saying cringe. It's pretty cringy. It's pretty awful.
I like
Who
that
the-
Mach 3 picture you made.
This is awful. Ugh.
That is just wild, man.
They want to see it, but no one can see.
Unfortunately I screwed up and I closed the browser window on the computer, and now I can't
Can't be
open
done.
it back up because if I open it back up, it'll mess with the window for the call.
Well, check the Geeks 5 Ever Facebook page when Jesse will post it after the podcast.
But you can check on our
Maybe,
official.
if he's not asleep.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, did you say asleep?
If he's asleep.
Well, I am tired.
I don't know what you do when we're done.
Look, I almost didn't want to do the podcast today. It's been a fucking hell of a week, dude. I am so stressed.
Oh wait, I see it.
Okay,
I
finally got me stalling
found it.
for time over here and shit. Like I got a script in front of
Okay.
me. What the hell's wrong with you?
All right. Are y'all ready?
So professional here.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go
I'll
for it.
mute
I
my
can't-
mic. I'm muting my mic, so I
Yeah, I'm muting my
Same
mic.
here.
laugh.
Give me a second.
To my fellow weaves and anime titties, I thank you for not doing Anime Matsuri this year, so we could look at the thigh highs and anime girls next year, or in the hotel rooms. I'm also planning on renting a place to throw a party, wink wink, for next Matsuri.
You couldn't tell, but I actually spit out some of my water.
Oh, so
It's a spit take.
I polished off my Gatorade over here. I would have like out the nose. Jesus.
Today's Remember to stay hydrated with Gatorade, Sean. and
Electrolytes.
and smart water.
The stuff people crave.
Smart water. It'll make you smarter. I'm already feeling
Please
smart.
stay hydrated.
Jesus Christ.
We didn't go to Anime Matsuri.
Okay,
so it's already a
stop,
good
damn it.
decision.
Read the comment, bro.
Oh, read the comments. My favorite comment of all time, my favorite comment
Oh, hey,
this week, comment of the week, before you go ahead and read those comments. The comment of the week was for that other guy, the one that was
it
like,
got deleted.
well, the whole post got deleted. That post got deleted?
Yeah, like I can't read the comments. The comments disappeared.
Oh, fuck. Anyways,
Fast.
that was fast for real. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Anyways,
These guys are on. Their mods are on fire.
they are, well, duh, they got to make sure people like me don't
They're on
post hate.
damage control.
Like,
They're
oh,
on damage control.
yeah,
right now.
because they know Geeks 5 Ever is live. Damn it, Geeks 5 Ever is live. We got to stop him. Cut off his internet like the other day.
Cut off his internet.
Heaven forbid you should actually have an opposing or unique opinion.
No,
Oh
no.
my God,
You meant,
there's-
so you weren't
oh.
here Wednesday, but when we were shit talking Matsuri, for some reason the internet didn't want to work and the podcast wasn't going.
It just cut off in the middle of.
And it's weird because it cut off for my laptop. It cut off for just my laptop.
Some mofo snuck into your house and he unplugged the Ethernet cable off. Like
it was
no. It was
the
only
back.
the laptop that wasn't getting internet. Like, and all the other devices in my house, all the TVs, all the smart TVs still had internet. And my laptop had the Ethernet cable running into it directly, so I wouldn't have interruptions. And I have fiber optic, so I have really good internet.
That is some salty shit, man. I was about to say, like, and I love the Clue reference he did. It was John in the study with the bolt cutters. Or perhaps it was Denise in the pantry with the revolver.
Just shoots the router.
Quick, we gotta stop Geeks 5 Ever from saying anything bad. We gotta stop Geeks 5 Ever from saying anything bad that might actually hurt our feelings. They said my con sucks. I just want to grab somebody's booty.
It was apparently bad enough that it made a Florida person go back to Florida. So.
Jeez. Wow. That should be their slogan. That should be the slogan for Boycott Anime Matsuri. Boycott Anime Matsuri! The con was so bad it made somebody from Florida go back home.
You have Anime Matsuri in Florida, and you have the greater than sign pointing to Florida. It's like, this is far better than this shithole.
What really
makes a Matsuri man?
I've gone through so many different conventions over here. I've gotten to know a lot of the convention owners personally. Never in my life have I heard of any one of them being so self-involved and so petty. I've had issues with some con owners. I've been very grateful to have other con owners be very gracious and very friendly and shit. And the ones that aren't, like, we've had differences and stuff, but we maintain professionalism between us. But I've never once seen the behavior of a con owner so insecure, so scared, so motivated by fear. That's the only explanation that I can think of. This guy is so insecure. From my understanding, this is not an actual psychological analysis. I strongly recommend that if you are a psychologist, to offer your services to this con owner. But from a layman's point of view, this behavior, this pattern of behavior, shows a gross amount of insecurity, a gross amount of self-deprecation. That the only way they can make themselves feel better is by crapping on anyone who would dare to speak out against them. Like, I've heard of spurting out, but this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't fathom.
I know firsthand that John is the kind of person that will try to belittle you whenever you're trying to make a business opportunity with Anime Matsuri and it doesn't go his way, or it doesn't go the way he wants it to, or like whatever the fucking case may be. He will like make you try to feel like you're the dumbest fucking person in the world, which is like, at the time I was like 19 or 20. I think I was like 20. I don't think I was 21 just yet. So, it was kind of like, fuck, dude. But now that I'm a grown ass adult, I'm like, man, listen here, you fucking Wish.com version of Mr. Fucking Clean. Fuck you, con.
But I have to wait for 3 months.
Shit, fuck yeah.
Hey, one of our listeners, Justin, just sent me the screenshots of the comment section.
I think the best thing that you can say, and again, this is going into another wrestling quote that is so beautiful. With all due respect, I don't need to work for you.
You need to work for me. I still seriously resent you for not putting me over 3 years ago when you should have. That would have been best for business. There you go.
Thank you for that. Yes. I see you are a man of culture and taste as well. Thank you for that. But yeah, you got to have self-confidence when you're dealing with conventions, because they'll be like, oh, well, we don't need your channel. We don't need you guys around. Like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you really do. because you guys depend on word of mouth. We got a giant mouth, so you need us to help spread the good word about how well you're treating us and how well you're treating your convention attendees and staff.
Right.
Otherwise, we'll have to tell them what we know, which is, well, the truth. And I'm sorry if you don't like the truth, but you can change the truth by
hurts.
not being an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, one of our listeners, Justin, sent me the screenshots of the comment section from that post. I don't know if you want me to read them here.
Yeah,
Do the voice
Anything
again.
good.
Yes,
You can
please,
read it
please,
with
please.
voice.
If it's
I'm going to
good.
mute myself again.
Please,
'Cause
good voice.
I love your voice.
Okay, so someone sent the first comment was cringe. His response is, "You know what's cringe? Those horse lips." Where do you see horse lips? Your profile pic, LOL. Nah, this post is definitely cringe. Is the type of guy you want to hear a few years from now, and now he sexy saw a bunch of girls, LOL. Good one, but I'm not even gonna lie, wasn't expecting a metaphor from someone like you. Right? Like, who says these things, like, openly, other than someone who sexually harass people proudly? We could look at the thigh highs in anime girls next year or in our hotel rooms. Am I wrong, though? I'm sure you can make a horse sound with those lips.
Motherfucker!
You might be right. You might be right, actually, but at least that's a better talent than planning on to sexually harass girls. With you looking like that, I'm sure you don't have the balls to talk to no nor approach one. Good luck, my guy. LOL. LOL. The cringe is real.
Oh my God, is Anime Matsuri Anime Matsuri the Alex Jones of conventions? I could totally see a picture of Anime Matsuri in a suit. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob.
Oh, wait.
Lord, oh my God.
Have you heard the song, by the way?
Wait.
Like,
Okay,
have you
good.
heard the song? Have you heard the song? Who hasn't heard the song?
Oh yeah,
I've heard it.
we've all heard that.
I don't give a fuck if y'all heard. I'm still gonna
He was
play
talking
it.
about eating his neighbors.
Where is it? Here it is.
Like,
Yeah,
mother,
it's
well, you
monetized.
can shout that to him. She's already goes straight to
Okay, that's.
They put chemicals in the water to turn the freaking frogs gay.
This guy is a special level of stupid. Oh my god.
Have you seen the Joe Rogan podcast with him on it? He's been on there twice now. I watch it every time because he just says the dumbest shit.
Oh, you mean the one where he's like, you know, I'm gonna be honest here.
I'm kind of
actually
retarded.
Yeah, I was like,
Thank you, Alex Jones, for saying that.
You ever seen that YouTube video where Joe Rogan is like talking to himself?
I've seen
Like-
the compilation of him say "fascinating" like 1,000 times. Does that
Hey, Jamie,
count?
look, Jamie, Google that up. Put that on the screen, Jamie.
I am.
It's just him talking to Jamie.
I was talking to our cosplay guest for tomorrow. I forgot that I was doing a podcast tomorrow, which makes sense since we missed Thursday.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah, but we didn't do one on. You don't have to be there for that one, but we didn't do one yesterday.
Don't tell me how to not live my life.
You're drinking right now. What the fuck? Of course, I don't tell you how.
You
to
saw what I have prepped over here.
Look, you know, I got nothing, honestly. I'm like trying to message people at the fucking same time. I'm like, what's that? Matsuri sucks? This is, I'm literally on my phone texting people. I have it locked right now. But I'm all like, yeah, yes. Do you need to cancel? Yes. Yada, 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 yada. I don't hear a single thing you guys are saying. And then as soon as I get off the phone, yes, Matsuri sucks.
I've got a question for Juan.
Go ahead.
Where exactly are you in Florida? Because
He
you
said
saying
Tampa.
the city is not going to help us. Like upper peninsula, lower peninsula. What are we talking about?
I am in Central Florida. I'm in Tampa.
Okay.
That would make me Central West Coast of Florida.
Okay,
So-
because we know of a convention called Collective Con that's in Jacksonville, which is clearly away from you, but it's technically, last time we checked, still scheduled to run, and I believe it was at Delta H Con was the same day, right?
Yeah, same weekend.
Yeah.
It
So
essentially
as far
been
as
next
we
week.
know,
Essentially would have been
it's-
next week.
So it's still scheduled to run as last time we checked, which was last week
Next week.
in
May
Florida.
God have mercy on their souls. And, like, I would, this is the whole goddamn quarantine thing started. Every single one of us on the Ravens flock have said we basically rely on conventions for content, because if you check out our channel, if you see us, half of our convention coverage is like either on the spot or we put together montages for folks to enjoy, like, oh hey, this is what the con was like. So for us to say, for the love of God, let the cons be canceled this year, it's like we're not saying that to be selfish in any freaking way. We're saying that because we don't want anyone to die of this stupid, Budweiser bug, this stupid virus. It is a pain in the ass. And if you thought the lack of hygiene at conventions was bad before, imagine it with a godless pandemic going on. Like, so, like anytime we've been reporting on conventions canceling or keeping us apprised of their status, like the biggest convention here in Central Florida, aside from Megaton Orlando, which is MetroCon, they're the biggest one here in Florida. That's purely anime. When they finally announced, okay, we're going ahead, we're canceling, we're issuing refunds, or you can have your ticket roll over to the next year, we went out of our way saying, thank fucking you. Because like they would give us like weekly updates, like we're talking to the county, we're keeping things open for now, we're trying to measure our options, we're talking to the convention center. Like they kept a line of communication open with the attendees, and I cannot be more thankful for that. So other conventions that are either really, really small that can't literally afford to close, or others that are larger like Collecticon that are either stuck with like insurance problems that we have with DragonCon, or just kind of full of themselves and thinking, oh, we'll get away with it, we'll be fine. I urge caution on every one of these conventions, especially now that Florida became the largest hotspot of virus cases going on. I would love nothing more than to just run off with 8,000 other geeks, take photos, take videos, and interview everybody there, and have myself a merry old time. I would love nothing more than that. It's driving me freaking crazy. But for us to say, please stay the fuck home. Please take care of yourselves. Practice social distancing. Wash your damn hands. We say it because we care. For Christ's sake, we need everyone to help out.
I just checked the website. It is still scheduled to go on the 17th through the 19th.
Wait, what month? Wait, what con is
July.
this?
It's Collective Con. It's
In
the
2
one that was
weeks?
Delta H
No,
Con.
next week?
Yeah. Yes, it was the same one that was time for Delta
Did you
H
check
Con.
their
It
Facebook
is-
page?
I didn't check the Facebook. I checked their website. It says Collective Con.
Some
returned July 17th,
stupid.
19,
Some cons are so
17,
damn
2020.
stupid they don't update the damn websites fast enough.
Well, I went to their official website because last time we tried to do a Facebook page, we had some issues. So I went right to their website, and I've got nothing about.
Yeah, the last time we tried to do a Facebook page for an anime con, we fucked up and got the wrong group.
We got an international just fan of anime page. It has a countdown and everything. 6 days, 15 hours. So
Oh my god.
still scheduled.
So
as far as we
let
can
me
see.
get this straight. So this is the convention in like bumfucking nowhere, Florida.
Jackson.
That's still bumfucking
Jacksonville.
nowhere, Florida.
Jacksonville. That's not bumfuck. It's like close to the panhandle. It's not necessarily.
Oh wait, yeah, I just
It's East Alabama.
I just found the page. I just found the page on Facebook.
Did you make sure it's the right
Okay.
page?
Check the Facebook.
Yeah, this is the right one. It
Jacksonville.
says it is a Collective Con, Jacksonville, Florida, 510 Fairground Place, Jacksonville, Florida.
That's the same one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep, it says July 17th to the 19th. This is what they posted 2 days ago. Do you want me to do the voice or just normal?
Just normal.
This
Wait.
seems like a more serious thing. So
Okay, yes, there is. Okay. Reminder that we will have temperature checkups arrival, mandatory masks throughout the convention, limited cap on attendees each day, and a lot of other social distancing measures at this year's Collective Con. If at any time any of what we have in place is neglected, that convention has the authority to remove you from the grounds. Additional information can be found on our website on the info tab. Be sure to visit us and read over everything before entering the convention. If you have a pre-sale ticket to the July 17th to 19th, 2020 Collective Con, you will not be turned away. You have guaranteed interests.
The fuck?
So how are they going to have guaranteed entrance where they're going to have limitations of people coming in?
All right, that was from 2 days ago. This is what they posted earlier today. So here it goes. It goes, we are creating an event page with all of the guest information on it. The page will have their schedule and all their pricing. This will be shared today. Also, please note that next Thursday at 12 p.m. pre-sale tickets for the next week's Collective Con will be coming down. With the pre-sale ticket, you are guaranteed entrance to the convention. We will be selling day of tickets, but these will be limited due to the daily cap. We have a lot of place to help make this year's fun and safe for everyone. Please visit our info tab on our page. To view the current guest list and pre-order tickets for the July 17th to 19th Collecticon, please visit collecticon.com.
So they're reducing it.
Yeah, and this is what they posted yesterday. They actually canceled something. So here it goes. We have decided to cancel the cosplay formal dinner party. This will be allowed for us to 100% focus on the convention itself and make sure that this event is as safe as possible for our attendees. Please note that you purchase a ticket, you will be issued a refund. We have also made the decision to remove photo ops from this year's event. Selfies with our guests will still be possible at a safe distance. If you have purchased a photo op, these refunds are currently being processed right now. We were told that these were going to be out by the end of today. Please be sure to share this information with our friends as we do not want anyone to miss our updates. Thank you.
Jason David
God.
Frank needs to always wear his helmet.
So okay, that's the con that has Jason David Frank at it, right?
You've got you.
Wait. What'd you say?
That's the con that has Jason David Frank at it. The one in Florida.
Yeah,
They're gonna get this
that's
man.
the one from Florida.
Look,
And-
what is the name of the con? Collecticon.
Collective
they're
Con.
having Collective Con. Jason David Frank, Chuck Huber, Stephanie Nadoli. Let's see who else.
I would imagine most of them would cancel if they're still in a pandemic.
Well,
Yeah, especially
JDF is
They're
trying.
probably
He
directly bound or something.
John Swayze also. Let's see who else.
so let me get this straight.
Yeah.
This convention believes that a bunch of stanky ass, sweaty ass cosplayers that refuse to put on deodorant are going to practice social distancing and come to the con if they're not, and they're going to stay home if they're sick. No, these people, a lot of these people, I'm not saying all, a lot of people at conventions will still go to the con when they're dying when they're on their deathbed. They will go to the con. They'll get other people sick.
Oh, but dude, don't you understand? It's gonna be perfectly okay. They're doing temperature tests.
Hey, but here's
the
wait, hold up, guys. They posted this 4 days ago regarding this. Hold on, here we go. The July 17th to 19th, 2020 Collecticon is 2 weeks away. With that being said, we wanted to touch base on everything we have set up for this year's show. Collecticon will continue to work on the city of Jacksonville and the Expo Center to ensure that we have fun with safe environment for all our guests. We have been very productive with the situation, continuing to monitor everything daily. Because of everything going on, we ask you to check our website regularly to stay updated on the convention. Please read below and understand that everything listed here is mandatory to enter and stay inside the convention. All attendees that do not plan on attending can transfer their tickets to next year at no additional cost. This includes all of our VIP ticket options. This process is automated and will happen after the July convention. If you'd like to do this now, though, you can email us and we will begin the process. If you have been sick in the last 2 weeks and are feeling sick with symptoms of COVID-19, we ask that you do not attend the convention. We will be limiting our capacity per convention day. We will have updates on the capacity as we near the event. This is a smaller event in a large venue. Face masks are mandatory for all attendees. Face masks must be worn properly while attending the event. Must be cover your mouth and nose. You must wear your mask while in the ticket or bag check lines, photo op line, guest lines, and panels, food trucks. Masks are not required when eating in our food truck area outside the convention hall. If an attendee does not have a face mask, we will provide them one when they collect their entry ticket and or pre-sale ticket. Temperature screenings will be mandatory for all occupants prior to entering. These screenings will take place as you are entering the grounds. If you are parking on site, you will have your screening done in a vehicle as you approach. Do not get out of the vehicle. Those exhibiting temperatures above 100.5 degrees will not be allowed entry to the convention. If an attendee is turned away and has purchased a pre-sale ticket in the event, they will automatically transfer to March 12th to 14th, 2021 Collecticon. This process is entirely automated and will not require them to do anything. To better help with the flow of foot traffic, we will be creating walkways for attendees. These will ensure better attendees have the time and space to stop by their favorite artists and vendors. The walkways will be properly marked for the convenience. Hand sanitizer stations shall be set throughout the convention space, guest areas, and other high traffic areas. It is mandatory to use our stations prior to entering any guest line, the photo op line, and our panels. Panels will have a cap of 150 of each panel. This will allow the convention to properly space attendee seatings once. Guest lines would also stop 6 feet from each guest table to ensure each fan comfortably meet their favorite celebrity and not have to worry. Guest merchandise will not be handled by attendees. Guest assistants will help in merchandise for guests. We will also be bringing an additional cleaning staff to ensure all the surfaces throughout the convention are wiped down thoroughly today. If you have a pre-sale ticket, you are guaranteed entry to this year's event. There you go.
To
Dear
answer
God.
Christian's question, it's 100.5, not 105.
Oh, sorry.
He's
What?
fucking dead.
No, yeah, because you did say 100. You said 100.5.
He said 100.5. He said 0.5.
Right,
but
no, but it did kind of
It's hard
sound
to-
like he said 105.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, no worries.
Look,
That's
I'm just
still-
putting this shit out there. Look,
And asymptomatic
I wouldn't
shit.
let you
Jeez.
into the fucking con if your fucking temperature was above 98.7 degrees. Oh, 98.8. Get the fuck out. What are they going to do? They're going to shove a thermometer?
100 and-
Are they going to shove?
100.2, you're okay.
No, fuck that shit. Are they going to sub 103 degrees? Oh, you're practically going brain dead, but your money's still good. So come on in and get JDF sick. What are they going to do?
Yeah,
Are
sorry,
they going to
sorry for all the listeners to come out. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. You're fine. What are they going to do? They're going to shove a thermometer up everybody's
Please,
ass.
Ron,
Oh, you're
Ron needs to
good.
say something.
You're gonna have the thermometer covered in chocolate churros. By the way, that's what we call turds.
That-
Chocolate churros.
Give us the good word. Give us the good word, Florida man.
I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. Oh
Danny
my
Lynn,
God.
this convention's in Florida. This is not a Texas convention, so there's not much we can say about them.
This is similar. This is actually
Yeah,
similar
this is Collective
to
Con, now Delta H. Delta H canceled, like, what, 2 weeks? Last week, right?
Yeah, it was last week.
This is actually similar to something else to what MegaCon Orlando had done. They canceled off their initial event, but they went ahead and worked around that by hosting what they're calling the MegaCon Limited Edition event on Halloween weekend with similar guidelines like, oh, you're going to have your temperature check, masks are going to be required at all times. In their defense, the Orange County Convention Center is a barn for barns of a venue. It is gigantic as a motherfucker. But that doesn't necessarily make it any better that, oh, they're limiting capacity and they're doing temp checks and you have to have masks on at all times. You can have all these preventative measures all you want, but it's not really going to help. People are going to lie if they're symptomatic or not, and there's always the case of people being asymptomatic and showing up at the event and wind up spreading it to however many geeks wind up showing up. So, yeah, I got no faith in this, and I totally agree with what you guys said earlier. JDF is going to need to wear one of his helmets. He's got 4. Actually, no, is it 4 or 5?
5.
White Ranger, Green Ranger, Red Turbo, Red Zeo. Yeah,
He's got plenty.
5 different
Well,
helmets.
technically-
He has that bandana he wore that one
technically,
episode, too, over his face.
Technically, for the comic book, with the comic book now, he has 6.
Okay, 6, right? Yeah, Lord Draken, Lord Draken, whatever it's called. Yeah,
2 for each day.
JDF show up in his very nicely tailored suits. I don't know why he started doing that, but it's a good look on him. That's fine.
See,
So
look,
having him
I
show up
don't-
in his
tell me
nicely
that
tailored
doesn't
suits
fucking look cool.
and they should have been
gone.
Yeah, that was badass. I love that art. But yeah, like have him show up in his nicely tailored suit and vest and everything, and with one of his 6 or 7 helmets that he's got on, because that's the only freaking way. You know what? He could probably get away with not actually going to the event and going in Daft Punk style, have some other guy in his helmet just go in and talk as if he was JDF.
If I was JDF, you know what I would do? I wouldn't even show up. I'd have somebody set up a laptop and I would Skype in. Hey, thanks for coming. Somebody stamps his autograph on the picture. Like they use the little stampy thing and they just press down. There you go. Enjoy your autograph. That'll be $20. Are you fucking serious?
20. Like I met him
today.
once. He was charging like 45, and at one convention that I saw him at, like 20. I'm like, wow, that's generous.
That reminds me of like what Matsuri does when it comes to charging people like a shit ton of money for a signature. There was the voice actor for Ladybug over at Delta H.
Christina V.
Right, Christina V.
Yeah, and I got 2 of her signatures for $20 straight.
Yeah, Shantae.
Yeah, super sweet. But then at Matsuri, they were charging like people for her signatures like $60 or $80 just for one, and I got 2 for $20, and I was just like, that's.
I think they say according to some of the people, it's actually not on the actors' control. It's more like their agents or like the conventions control, like how they price it.
Yeah.
Some of them they don't even want to charge people. They just want to. They would do it for free if they wanted to, but unfortunately they really couldn't, because I noticed something. It was like, apparently I noticed like some Funimation voice actors are forced to, like, hey. I always keep hearing, voice actor. Oh, you a voice actor from Funimation? I'm like, yeah, how you doing? It's $20. It'll be $20. They would surprise you with the price. They don't even like tell you have to pay until like as soon as they sign it. In some cases.
Yeah, I agree, because when we bought the Majin Buu Funko Pop, the chocolate variant of it, we didn't want an autograph because we didn't have the money to get an autograph, but we just wanted to go show it to the voice actor Majin Buu. The dude snatches it out of 17's hand and starts autographing it. He like autographed it for free because he loved it so much. And 17's like, the fuck? And we're like, fuck it, it's free. Most of them are cool.
Just take it. Take you.
Most of them are cool. The one that I had issues with.
Some of them are really cool.
The one that I had issues with more than Vic, because this one actually really pissed me off, was the voice actor of Goku, Sean Schemmel.
Oh,
I know.
Really, Sean Schemmel?
He's a dick.
Damn.
I always wanted to meet him.
Let me
My
put it to you like
girlfriend wants
this.
to meet him too,
Okay,
but-
look me dead in my eyes, right? Now ask me, hey, like start, like pretend I'm the voice actor of Goku. Like start making small talk with me. Just start making small talk with me. Just randomly.
All right. I loved you were great in Broly, man. Your voice is so awesome, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for
really?
being a part
Yeah,
of it.
that's cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, thanks, man. So that'll be $20. That's him. That's
a
fuck
pain.
you, dude. No, I got mad at him at RealmsCon. I'm like, hey man, I'm such a big Goku, and he started doing that shit. I'm like, well, hey man, check this out. I have a wallet from Mexico that's autographed by the Mexican voice actor of Goku. Could you sign that? Well, I don't really sign things that are signed by other voice actors of Goku. Oh, I'm like, how much is your autograph? It's $30. I'm like, for $30, if I want you to sign my ass, you're gonna sign my fucking ass. I said that to him.
Damn.
Sign my ass.
I'm like, bitch, for
No,
$30. For $30, fuck that. I better that better be like, we better go to like McDonald's after this or something, because that's $30 fucking dollars. You know what I can get with $30? A steak dinner.
Right.
But no sides.
No.
Just a
Yeah, no fucking sides, and not even the big full steak. Maybe like a 6
Yeah.
ounce.
Like a proper porterhouse of death right there. That would be 30 minutes.
Right, there you go. Yeah, like some voice actors, like some of them would just do it for free, and some of them wouldn't. So and also, yeah, like I said earlier when I said depending on the con, like for example, Saki Kitty mentioned that she got her autograph from Christina V at Delta H, correct?
Delta H was super cheap.
And then I met her at IkiCon this past December. She didn't like charge anybody. She signed like, one is free, and the next one is like $5-10. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Oh no, and Matsuri, going back to Anime Matsuri, we've come full circle. Anime Matsuri, there were some Dragon Ball Z voice. This was the one year they had some, like Kyle Haver. I have never once paid. I don't know if it was him or someone else, But for someone
He's-
like Kyle Haber, I've never
Kyle
once
Labor,
paid.
he doesn't charge.
He doesn't charge, but at Anime Matsuri, they did charge.
I've got to ask: have any of you had the chance to meet Scott McNeil?
Who?
Yep.
Scott McNeil.
Scott McNeil, he was the Canadian voice for Piccolo in the Ocean dub.
You know who I met?
He's done a million other things.
You know who I met at Delta? The Ocean Dove Goku. Like, he was like one of the Ninja Turtles.
Kirby Morrow.
Yeah, we met him at the bar
Yeah,
at
Kirby
Delta.
Morrow.
We were like hanging out and just chilling. We were having a couple drinks. I don't know how. Sometimes I will meet actors or voice actors or bands or whatever and not realize it. Like, I have really good luck when it comes to meeting famous people, but I'm so fucking oblivious to who they are.
Like, you've got. I was gonna say, like, the one thing that we love the most is whenever Scott McNeil gets invited to a convention over here, he would like drop everything. If he ever sees in one of our group over here, like, even if he's just being carted around by like guest liaisons or whatever, if we spot him across the hall or whatever, he'll shout over, "Hey, there's Bob!" And we'll look like, what? He'll flip us off. We'll flip him off right back, and he'll run straight to us. And like we'd say, okay, like I've got something going on later. We'll go to the hotel bar. We'll grab a drink and we'll catch up over there. Like, guys, it's great seeing. Like, it was just like, holy shit, this guy is such a cool dude. I recommend. If you have not had drinks with Scott McNeil, I highly recommend it. It is so choice.
Put it on the list.
Exactly.
Must have drinks with Scott.
And I've shared this. I've shared this story before, but at Anime Matsuri, I met Yaya Han when she was there signing autographs. I didn't know who the fuck she was.
Oh God!
And
You
so,
didn't know? Oh
You
my
know-
god.
Oh,
and I was so
It's a
oblivious.
fair statement, though.
But it's like, this is like, so we're passing her booth,
People.
and one of my chick friend was like, "Oh, I want to get an autograph." I'm like, "All right, let's go. I'll walk with you. I got nothing better to do. I'm not buying." I went into their dealer's room without a badge
wow.
because I snuck into the hotel, and they only they were only checking for badges at the entrance of the hotel. And so when I walked into the hotel, they tried to
Fine
stop
security.
me from getting in, but I just kept walking and pretending not to speak English. So we were walking past Yaya Hans, and she's like talking to Yaya Hans.
That only works for you. I can't do that.
Because you're white. Come on.
Racist.
It's not racist. You are white.
I'm not the only white. This is the first time there's been more white people on this podcast than everyone else.
Well,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure Saki.
Saki.
I'm pretty sure Saki Kitty is white. The jury's still out on that one, but we're
I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm adopted.
we've had whole staff
wanted to
meetings
point
on
that
what
out.
we've
I don't know
had.
what the
You don't
fuck I
understand
am.
how many we've had staff meetings about what you are. Like, what is Saki Kitty? Does anybody know?
Part cat, part
Someone should make a wiki.
Saki
just
the,
make up shit. Just put it in
Saki
there.
Kitty
the
wiki.
ultimate question. What is Saki Kitty?
What is
Some
her?
believe. Some believe it's an ancient
So-
fae that has
so-
transported to this world.
Anyways, so Yaya Han's like,
Yeah,
would you
I
like an
don't know.
autograph?
I should be a vampire.
Yaya Han's like, would you like an autograph? And my response was like, why? Why?
Oh!
Why?
Oh! Ow!
I'm like,
Oh
well,
my
and then she
God.
starts explaining that she's like that she's a popular cosplayer. I'm like, well, how much are they? And then this is the part I didn't share. So she shared the price with us. She's like, oh, they're $20 for one of her photos with an autograph. And I turned around and I said, fuck that. I'm just gonna go spend my money on food.
Ouch.
I am such a
Oh, man,
dick.
that hurts. That's gotta
I
hurt.
heard some like many cosplayers doing some like shady shit. One was she was charging people for selfies, but she didn't tell them. It's like, oh, can I have a selfie? Sure. Click. That would be $20. You know, I'm just like,
Just
you
walk
didn't
away.
do that until, like, you know, until I took the damn picture.
I would have just
But
been
yeah,
like, "Get."
I tried to get an autograph. That didn't work well.
That's why it's
Yeah.
so
She-
good to
she
be
totally
bilingual.
ignored
It's
me.
so great to be bilingual. Can I get a selfie? Yeah, sure.
So many good perks.
Click, click, click. All right, that'll be $20. ¿Qué? No habla inglés. Just walk away. La migra.
Yeah, and also, what's cool too is like some not just conventions, like also whenever like a store is doing an event and they invite voice actors here, they usually just do it for free, like no problem. I went to a grand opening of a bookstore in Austin, and they had the voice actors of the dub for My Hero Academia, which was Deku and Bakugo, and they were just there, and like they were just autographing, taking photos. I'm like, oh sure, yeah, no problem. And like Deku's voice actor is pretty much his normal voice, but like more deeper.
He's like
And he's
really high pitched when he does his voice. It's crazy.
Oh, Christian's got a good
And that-
point. If someone took a selfie with me and then charged me, I would try to reverse that shit on them. Like, I would totally do that. I take a selfie with
I'm
somebody.
more famous than you.
They're like, okay, that's $10. What are you talking about? I'm not paying you. You need to pay me. I'm from Geeks 5 Ever. We have
20.
followers. You owe me
I
Hey,
was
you
gonna
should,
be nice.
10.50.
Hey, just let him hold the reverse Uno card.
Yes, yes.
Your payment reverse.
That was okay, David. That
Finally,
was
I can use
once.
my magic cylinder.
That was once, and we're not gonna get into that topic. Jesse will tell you to have your wife set a plate for him at dinner. I have actually told that to somebody out in the middle of the streets. I have a lot of stories. Fuck! I forgot what I was going to talk about.
GameStop.
GameStop. Fuck GameStop. I fucking hated Game. You know what?
There you go.
Okay,
No,
everyone
go away,
needs
go
to
away.
know
No
right
more
now.
GameStop.
No.
Man
Okay,
eater.
so do you see this game right here?
Stop,
The Outer
man eater.
Worlds.
Put that away.
Shut the fuck up. See this game? It's called the fucking Outer Worlds. I made the goddamn mistake of buying it on the Switch. I made the mistake of buying it on the Switch for $50 at Walmart. The game fucking sucks. Don't buy it on the Switch. It sucks.
Yeah.
It is borderline low-end
You have it on
PS3,
PS4.
high-end PS2 graphics. It sucks. Just get it on the PS fucking 4. I traded the game. Okay, so I traded
Why'd
in.
you buy it twice?
Oh, because okay. Will you let me fucking explain? Will you stop asking questions? Jesus,
Yeah, okay.
motherfucker.
Just
I
ask
was
for
so
$50.
fucking pissed. I literally looked up on GameStop. Okay, what is the trade-in credit for the Outer Worlds on the Switch? This is bullshit. I looked up and it was like $25 store credit, and this was on sale for like $30. So I actually didn't pay anything.
So basically $5.
No, I actually
Not
didn't
bad.
because I reserved
Good
some.
job.
I ended
Play the
up
system.
reserving the PlayStation. I ended up reserving my Red Ranger Lightning Collection Power Ranger helmet at GameStop, and
helmet?
I got a bonus.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Nice.
By the way,
Break it into the system.
for our Power Ranger fans, I'm gonna do a
He knows
review.
the system well.
I'm gonna do a review on the. I'm gonna answer your question in a minute. I'm gonna do a review on the Lightning Collection Dragon Dagger prop, and I'm gonna have a side-by-side comparison to the Bandai Legacy 24 karat Toys R Us exclusive Dragon Dagger. Like, interesting.
There's a lot of words.
I don't have facial hair right now. I shaved. Anyways, what was your question? Who had a question? Somebody had a question. Something about consoles. Who has consoles?
What's up?
I see a comment about Mirror Force.
Mirror Force.
Mirror Force, isn't that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
That is a Yu-Gi-Oh. Nobody
I'm
plays
reading
Yu.
the comments.
Nobody plays Yu-Gi-Oh around here. I still go to GameStop
Why
because
people play Yu-Gi-Oh?
shut up. I still go to GameStop. The reason why I still go to GameStop because all the Power Ranger and Dragon Ball Z toys that I want, I can reserve them and have one set aside for me.
Yeah, you could. And also sometimes they do clearance stuff, and you can find a lot of good stuff on clearance. Like for example, I found a couple days ago at GameStop. I found Dragon Ball Z Kakarot the Collector Edition on clearance.
And you haven't gone back to check.
It's still there, dude. That's been there. Apparently, they told me it's been there for like ever since it came out. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
But I have
awesome.
money.
Just like the Jump Force
I would
Collector
send
Edition.
you the money for it, so you can. You got Cash App? Do you have Cash App,
No.
sir? Damn it! Okay, we're gonna talk after this. Once we're
You got
done, we're gonna.
PayPal?
I do.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Let's do this. I want that shit.
A quarter of the podcast is exchanging of nerd goods.
Hey man, don't be calling. Don't be
We
saying
will
lots of
exchange
white
goods for
dudes.
goods.
There's 2 white dudes on here, and you got your Mexican. You got your Latino, Hispanic, and you got Saki Kitty. We don't know what Saki Kitty is.
She's an
She's a
archfey.
kitty made of sake.
It's an archfey. She's from the Fey realm.
But we're talking about
Okay,
okay.
what do you
Well,
expect?
Jesus Christ, this is what happens when the podcast goes on too long. We totally go way off topic, and now I don't remember what we were talking about before we talked about the Outer Worlds. What were we talking
You'll
about?
get used to it, Juan.
Sorry.
You were talking about making a review of 2 Dragon Sword daggers.
Before that,
Yeah, you were
Probably
gonna do a
very
comparison.
similar.
before that,
Oh, you were talking about the Outer Worlds.
before that.
Oh, you were talking about we were talking about autographs and like meeting people at cons.
Oh, that's right. So yes, I've hung out with lots of people at conventions. It's amazing. Do you have any? Well, Juan, I know you're from another podcast. It's called Black Raven.
The Black Files.
The
That's
Black.
the name of my podcast on our channel.
A stupid booty warriors over here commenting. Hey, Faye.
Fey.
Besides hosting a podcast, do you cosplay at all?
I very rarely cosplay on my own. We got other members in our team who do cosplay quite regularly. There's a pair of twin sisters, Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang. They cosplay pretty well. I strongly recommend you look them up. Let's see, who else cosplays? My wife, who's part of our team, K Storm, she cosplays on occasion. Well, I like I said, I don't do it personally that much, but once upon a time I would cosplay. I cosplayed as Moroku from Inuyasha, Shigure from Fruits Basket, Agent Smith, Matrix. Let's see, I've done Tony Stark. I've done what else?
You still have the facial hair.
Oh no, like the facial hair, that one's like really like specific. You'd actually have like to get
You gotta
it
trim in the
accurate to
angle.
Robert Downey Jr. What you got to do is you got to grow it out a little further out to the edge, and then have it jut out a little bit that way, because his doesn't actually connect over here.
It's very specific.
That is
It's
very,
very
specific.
specific, and it's a pain in the ass. And you got to do it the day of at the convention.
Yeah.
So if I show up almost fully bearded there, and if I go in like with like Tony Stark alien, the sunglasses and everything, I am stinging like crazy because you got to use like the fine razor to get the edge perfect.
You can use a straight blade on that.
Exactly. So it sucks, but
Oh.
I do it gladly. I do it willingly without a problem. It's pain for the art.
Facial hair cosplay is an entirely different thing.
Exactly.
Oh
It's a-
shit!
it's a
Danny
pain,
Lynn
but
says that
no,
if
it's
we're
perfectly
talking
worthwhile.
merch, would you buy Dragon Ball Z merch if I made some? Fuck yeah! You know how many? Like you know?
yeah.
Do you not see how much Dragon Ball Z
Is that-
shit I
Is
have?
that even a question? I mean, like, I got a little 3D lamp over here with a cutout of.
That's DBZ. That's Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 3. That's Super Saiyan 3.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, it's Goku and Vegeta fusion because he's got the little earring here.
Right.
That's still
No,
Vegito.
that is
Super Saiyan 3.
Vegito, but that's
Vegito,
still
that's
Super
why.
Saiyan 3. That's Super Saiyan 3
I was right
Vegito.
partially. Goku will try to buy that from you. Put it away.
Okay, this is how much Dragon Ball Z shit I actually have. Look at all that.
It's all over. It's even on the ceiling.
It's on the
It's over
ceiling.
9,000.
It is on the ceiling.
And there's a lot more.
Wow.
There is a lot more than that.
Well, if I had editing skills, could be all just DBZ stuff. You don't know.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Instead of the. It could be.
No.
It's a green screen. It could be anything.
No.
It can be anything. That's the magic of video making.
I'm in an empty.
Let me put it to you
field,
like
and then
this.
2 freaking weirdos showed up.
Do you
started
see those
fighting.
shelves right there? Right there. Those shelves.
Can they go?
That's just
Give
for
them
the
space for more shelves.
DVDs.
You
That's
put some more
just
shelves in there.
That's just for
Right back
DVDs.
in.
Those are different releases of Dragon Ball Z DVDs. Dragon Ball Z, Super, and GT. I'm still collecting the rest. but I'm buying the individual DVDs, and pretty soon I'm going to be buying the VHSs. Right there, that's the manga. That's you have the Viz Bigs, the 3-in-1s, and the original releases.
Nice.
And behind
you've got what we call around here. You've got the good shit.
And if you look,
you have got the good shit.
If you look carefully,
and I applaud you on that.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. If you look behind my figures, if you look carefully, you'll see other boxes of Dragon Ball Z figures behind them.
Jesus.
And that's not all. Look,
those are the Goku Reserve.
Right there on this, right up there, I have my Rock the Dragon. I have more Dragon Ball Z stuff. Well, I have Power Ranger stuff too, but
he fit more in a 5x5 cube than most people put in their entire life.
Nice. Very nice. Sweet.
And
Jesus.
I have stuff hidden. I don't have stuff in plain sight.
Hidden or lost?
No, hidden. Like this. This is next to this arcade cabinet. A Dragon Ball Z officially licensed skateboard from early 2000.
Can you skateboard?
Fuck no. Mexican and fat. What do you think?
like fuck that. I just got it because it's cool.
Actually, it was a gift. It was a gift.
Oh, even better.
I have this
even better.
Officially licensed Dragon Ball Z Lysol bottle. It's not Lysol. It's not. It's just fucking Lysol.
No, that's just Lysol.
It's just fucking Lysol.
You replaced the high endurance deodorant for that? How
Fuck
dare
no. That's for whenever I get something in the mail. I spray
see
it
you
down
cleared
with
off.
Today.
You cleared off your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing.
I did because you wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah, I'm still bringing it up.
Do you want to get a good view of it?
It's a good view. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle gaming cabinet.
No, arcade 1-up.
Arcade cabinet.
It is
that
amazing.
You pile stuff on top of.
No, it's badass. It's fucking. I love it. Lysol-chan. They're already giving it a nickname, Lysol-chan.
Nice.
Obviously I'm obsessed with Dragon Ball. There's no hiding it. I even have my little inflatable
Dragon Ball
right there.
I would have never guessed.
Oh, but right there in the middle, right above the Dragon Ball, see that Goku, that big, tall Goku?
No.
That's a Goku body pillow. That's a fucking body pillow. It's not a full-size body pillow, but it's officially licensed by Funimation. So it's not lewd or anything or whatever. Today's.
So you like Goku?
This is an officially licensed product. I'm not trying to live out any fantasy. They're selling it because people want it.
Well, no, I don't like. I like for a lot of. Even though I do have some bootlegs or some fan made stuff, I do like to have a lot of licensed shit because the licensed shit is worth a lot of money.
It's true.
We're talking about Dragon Ball. We're supposed to be talking shit about Matsuri and these dumbass conventions.
That's because this is more fun.
I think we buried that dead horse / undead horse.
Wait. One more thing. Dragon Ball related. Real quick. See the wall? See the yellow? See the yellow? See the yellow right there?
Yeah.
That's a Dragon Ball Z towel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking towel.
A towel? Like a beach towel?
Yes. Like you shower and dry yourself.
No, I mean, like, is it a beach towel specifically, or like a regular towel?
It's a fucking towel. It's probably a beach towel. I think it's a beach towel.
Probably like a
no,
banner.
I think it's a beach towel.
They're really tall and skinny.
Yeah. This one, I think it's a beach towel.
Yeah, you're probably right. If it's like really like if it's skinny,
It's
then
thin.
yeah, it's definitely a beach towel.
It's thin material.
Holy shit!
Like I said, that's
Thin
also
material is another good sign.
That's also officially licensed by Funimation.
That is cool.
Anyways,
That is hella cool.
yes. So we're gonna talk about. So we've covered a lot of subjects on this podcast. We've covered nice guys. We've covered creepers. We've covered nice guys and creepers. Stalking Saki Kitty. Did I just trigger? I was trying to trigger your PTSD.
Oh God.
Oh, I forgot. I remember how we trigger her PTSD. Moist.
No.
Moist.
Say it. No, saying it in the comments. Saying
Save it for Wednesday.
David, we
It's what
talked about him
Wednesday
earlier.
Oh, I do.
Wait, what's going on Wednesday?
It's what Wednesday.
No.
If you sign up for the Geeks Fiverr or
Wednesday.
Patreon, if you
It's
sign up,
Weeaboo Wednesday.
it's Weeaboo Wednesday. Absolutely. If you sign up for the Geeks Fiverr Patreon and you become a $20 backer, we'll send you pictures of Saki Kitty's feet.
I am not.
Someone's
kidding.
gonna clip that and play it back like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, where's my feet pic?
Where's my feet pic?
I mean,
Where's the-
if you're okay with that price set, I mean, there's a market for just about anything.
It's a low bar you set
Well,
there.
the thing is, we say Saki Kitty's feet, but they're like Jace's feet, all hairy and shit.
Oh God,
With,
they got calluses that don't need to be there.
you have like the rough.
Wow.
What is that like the rough skin underneath your foot, like the dead rough skin? I'm gonna get a picture of that.
Callus, yeah, pretty much. That's not a good
Cosplay
sign.
stories outside the
That's how you
cons.
lose followers.
Does anybody have any cosplay stories
Wow.
outside the cons?
I do
So
have.
have you cosplayed
like,
outside of a con?
Well, okay. Instead of that,
outside of the
actually,
con.
instead of that, let's talk a little bit about. Okay, we're gonna get into that a little later, but actually, I wanted to talk about something real quick because I just remember I wanted to bring up. It just dawned. I know I'm random, but so when it comes to this convention that hasn't canceled, they're expecting people to follow the rules. They're expecting people to maintain a social distance. They're expecting them to stay home if they're sick. They're expecting them to wear a face mask at all times. Or they're expecting them to follow all these rules. You're asking a lot of people that don't even like to wear fucking deodorant to be fucking to be clean and safe and hygienic. What's with all the wind?
Yeah.
I think it might be Juan.
It might be me.
When
Give me a
took your
second.
when you took your headphones off, it kind of amped up.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's hot in this room, and I got a fan blowing over here. I don't know if you saw the dramatic wisping in my hair, so give me just a couple seconds over here. I'll turn it
yes.
down.
Whenever
I thought
you're
that was
Well,
a special
and I'm waiting
effect.
for my headphones to charge back up. So give me a
I thought
second.
it was a special effect. I didn't think it just happened.
Hell no, man. I'll do my stuff practical first. I used to do CG like animation work, and everyone would tell me, "Oh, just fix it in post." No, you don't just fix it in post. Do it in the production first if you can
More
manage.
expensive. More expensive in post. Jeez.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Jesus Christ. I was about to say.
Renfest tales. The only Renfest story. Unfortunately, too many of the Renaissance Festival stories, I either heard from other people that are about me, or I don't remember, or in the ones I do remember aren't that funny, which is not a lot. Actually, no, they're still kind of funny. Saki Kitty was supposed
That is
to.
one.
Saki Kitty was supposed to go to Ren Fair and sleep in that guy's tent and give him pee-pee touch.
Oh, that's a story. Do you want me to tell the story again? Or just the run?
Dr. King was supposed to give us some pee-pee touch.
Dude, no.
No, stop, just stop,
It was
just
so
stop,
cringy.
just stop. That was all.
He literally thought, like, he was telling people at the fair that he bought a tent, and it was just for us two. And he was telling everyone in the fair that I was going to sleep with him. And I had no idea this was going on this entire time until, like he's telling everyone, was like, yeah, I'm going to sleep with her. I'm going to sleep with her tonight. And everybody else at the camp were like, does she know that? Because I don't think she knows that. And it was really cringy throughout the entire time. He was about to die. There was plenty of guys there, a couple of my friends, they were ready to beat his ass by the end of the day. You know, and I was like, I don't want to start a fight. I don't want to cause any problems or anything. Just leave him alone. I was trying to make sure he didn't die for some reason. And because I just felt so sorry for him. And then all the other guys were like, nah, he's harassing you. And I was like, as long as I'm staying away, hidden somewhere, that I won't get harassed anymore. He became that bad. But he passed out, drunk. And so we're like, okay, well, we don't know if he's going to have
Drunk
alcohol
and
poisoning,
horny.
but at least he's not hungry. you know. But it was, and that's just one of the stories that I have experienced. That's just one.
Yeah.
That was
There was one time at Ren Fair. Well, Doggo's here. Doggo's
Doggy.
here.
Say hi.
We're done talking about AM though.
Yeah, the dog's late.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Every time we
I
talk,
want to say something. I do want to say something because I've been doing some research and some, looking around, and Twitter always has like a lot of drama. But apparently, there is a famous makeup guru, and I'm using quotes because she's famous in all the wrong ways. Apparently, she basically bought and lied about all of her life. Her name was Lily Jean, and she said a lot of racist stuff, transphobic stuff. And she was telling black people to shut up because because she's Jewish, and then she's like, oh, we suffered way more than y'all did, and y'all happened hundreds of years ago, so y'all need to shut up. I mean, just some really, really cringy stuff. So she broke off, because of her past and all the stuff she's done, no makeup brand or anybody want to work with her anymore.
We'll work with her.
Yeah. She made up a lot of stuff anyway, but she has like 10,000.7 followers on Twitter. She barely even gets one like. So it's obviously she's bought her followers and everything. But besides the point, she's starting to get into the cosplay community now. She's starting to do a lot of cosplay makeups, and they're bad in general. But because I think she lost all chances to be a guru or famous beauty guru, makeup guru, that she's now going into the cosplay area to try to branch out there. And hopefully no one's going to figure out what she's doing. But I caught wind of this, and then I went ahead and I put my 2 cents into this. And within 2 days, I've been blocked from her Twitter account. Because she doesn't want other people to know about like her lying and cheating, and I'm trying to win the cosplay community. Like, don't follow her.
Okay, what's this broad's name again? One more time.
Lily Jean. I'll type it into the comment section. Let's see.
Can you just spell it out?
Jean, like denim jeans?
Yeah, like jeans. It's basically like that. There's already been who've done videos on her, and she tries to dox these video tubers. One makeup guru tried to wondering like who this guru is, and wondering because she was a makeup guru. She's like, I never heard of this girl before. Who is she? And then Lily and her mom basically doxed her and got rid of her Twitter account. Just out of spite. And then BuzzFeed actually did an article about that, about her doxing and getting rid of people that say anything bad about her. It's totally insane about what she's doing, but now she's getting into the cosplay community, and that's when I started to have my voice. I'm like, the cosplay community needs to watch out for her, because she's starting to get into the cosplay scene because she lost all chances of being a makeup guru. So she's just hopping onto one bandwagon to another, essentially.
This broad sounds like Momo-kun, except without...
Yeah, she did.
Oh my god, Momo-kun.
Momo-kun, that's coming up.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I can post a link. So if you look up her, just type her name on YouTube and put fake, and she bought her... She says she's an actor... She's talented, she's an artist, she's like all this stuff. Like, she's a very talented actor, artist, makeup guru, fashion. She's everything. And you look up her art, and it is cringy. It looks like something that an elementary person will draw. My art
Artist.
is better than her art. And I haven't done art in a while, but I did go to contests and won when I was younger. Her art is just terrible. It's really, really bad.
She bought a tablet, and that's her art.
Yeah, she bought a tablet, and that's her art. It's pretty bad. Like, if anybody wants to look her up, by all means, I'll I'm planning to do a live stream on this stuff, but it's mainly because she's trying to be a cosplayer, or trying to get into the cosplay community. And I'm like, we already know you're going to be very toxic, and she already is. She already blocked me and everything of that whole aspect, because I called her out on her bullshit. And, I know, and I'm afraid I'm probably going to get doxxed by her. Because if you say one bad thing, get ready to be doxxed.
The fuck is dox?
They actually made... Dox is basically, they'll try to get your information and tell it to the public.
With the intention of getting the person's fans to go and harass them and make SWAT calls at them, where the police oh my god, you need to send a SWAT team to this person, they're gonna blow something up, and you get in trouble for that, to get people to take pictures of you out in public. It is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so she's so that's why I'm trying to warn the cosplay community about this girl. I was planning to if we do a podcast about it, I'll show you all the information on that, or I could do a podcast with you if you want to talk about cosplay. But she is a very toxic girl, and she lied all about a lot of her life, and she doesn't want people to know about it. She doesn't want people to know what she's done, and that's why I'm just kind of she's gonna be the next Momoka, and I know she's going to be.
Man, I will talk shit about her all fucking day. I am so down. I will throw. Listen, she can dock or detox or whatever the fuck it's called.
Put picture up.
You know what?
Lily Jean. Do some research about her.
You know something? If it's okay with you, after we're done here, I'd like to get in touch with you on that topic, and maybe if it's okay with you, I'm gonna talk to the rest of our team, see if we can cover that on our stream next week, because we got our stuff covered for tomorrow. But I would like to tear into this lady as well, and
I will join with you. Just recently, a couple of days ago, she did a video about online bullying, cyberbullying, body shaming, dental shaming. She's talking about I'm being shamed of my religion and my teeth and everything. And I'm but the next day she brought down a 15-year-old's art account on Twitter because apparently she took her art, she stole her art, put it on her page, didn't give the artist credit. And then when the artist please take it down or something because I don't feel comfortable, she got so mad that she basically used her fake account. She has multiple fake accounts, and she just flagged her account to the point where it got taken down.
So not only is she a fraud, she's a plagiarist as well.
Yes, there is. She also says she went to the Met Gallery, but she posted a picture of her in a dress over Katy Perry's picture. And said she was at the Met Gallery as well too.
At the Met Gala, motherfuck
that. Teen Vogue is I was on Teen Vogue, and then Teen Vogue doesn't make any magazines anymore, so that was a lie, And then she tried to play it off like a joke or something, And I've done cosplay, and I know when people do Photoshop. I know when things have been altered, and there's been pictures of hers that have been altered.
Someone who doesn't know how the internet works.
Yeah, no, this person is fucking crazy.
Cringy.
So one thing I want to,
and her mother encourages it. That's
fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, get them famous and get them money. So
I will. There's something I've been wanting to say for a while throughout the entire random thought, just really quick, random. I just wanted to say something. The whole podcast. I gotta respect your podcast one. You guys are so organized and legit. For us, our podcast, do you do your podcast weekly or how does it work?
All right, the podcast itself, the Black Files, they haven't had a new episode in a while because half the topics that we wind up going for, we wind up putting it on our main show, which is titled after our group, the Rated Squad. But yeah, we usually pick out our topic and we'll record for it, and we would normally release it every Monday. under normal circumstances.
So
and
it's
stuff,
weekly.
But with shit going crazy.
So-
Yeah, it is a weekly show. Normally, you'd be able to catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher podcasts, and we'll also put a video version on YouTube for you to watch and listen in.
That's how I found it. That's how I found your podcast.
Yep.
And I gotta say, like, we used to do a weekly podcast, but for some fucking reason, I was like, you know what? We need to expand our audience, so we're gonna do it daily. You have no idea how fast.
Sure as hell try.
You know, you have no idea how hard it is to run a daily podcast. You run out of shit within the first 2 weeks. At this point, whenever I'm messaging the group, I'm like, who wants to be on today's podcast? And Saki Kitty will ask me,
I got nothing.
what's today's subject? And I'm like, I don't fucking know anymore. We're just going to go in there and talk. And sometimes some of
I'm in.
our co-hosts would be like, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to sit
burnout
this
is
one
a real thing, but when it comes to trying to manage your content, that it can be tricky. That's why we sort of like to the actual podcast itself, and that's on the back burner for now because with us moving into quarantine mode and doing our shows weekly live streams, and most of the content that we wind up putting up on our live stream is stuff that we would have tried to do on the podcast. So we figured, yeah, fuck it, why not? We'll just go ahead and put it out weekly on video and just do it that way.
No, I agree.
But yeah,
I agree about the burnout. Like, there is... Okay, so as we talk about these things, so a lot of our listeners, I'm going to go ahead and like let you know that whenever you're... And this is a friend of mine, he runs a channel on YouTube called Pixelization. God damn it, I do not English at all anymore. Goddamn pandemic.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
So he runs a channel called Pixelization. He was talking about making videos, writing scripts, editing, making the videos. He was talking about writing scripts, making the videos, and then editing, and how editing was a lot of work, and he felt burnt out, and he didn't know if he wanted to quit. Like, there are times where he'll disappear for a while, but it's been a couple of months. And that's the one thing that we've gotten a lot of criticism. Like, we've gotten criticism from other podcasters because we don't have a script. We don't have like a set line of subjects. The reason why, so I will explain like how our podcast works, and this is for all of our listeners and for you as well. So the reason why we do it this way, we're like, okay, it's an interview, so what's it about? Well, it's whatever. We're going to go ahead and talk to you. The reason why we do it like this is so people can see the more human side to you. It makes you much more approachable. And that's why we do it live. We do it live with the comments. Because they're...
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. They get more interaction, get more realism out of it. Yep, perfectly fine.
Because believe it or not, like, they're constantly,
talk show kind of thing.
If you look at it, they're constantly throwing like questions or wrenches or jokes, and it could throw. There are times where I'm like talking to you and I look at the comments, I'm like, what? And I'll just stop. It'll stop me. It'll stop me in my train of thought. So, I like the live format. It's not for everybody. Like, it is not easy as well. Like, unfortunately, we do get like people. We've gotten a few people that have come on here just to troll or fuck with us. It happens, and we're not just on Facebook. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitch, and we're on YouTube all at the same time. It's a lot of work, and
I feel you. If you've seen or heard any of our programming, we're all over the joint. We just joined Twitch last week. For our gaming show, Los Amigos Play. We took it to a live format earlier in the summer here, and we decided, let's go ahead and give Twitch a try. Worst thing that'll happen is nobody watches. And we're kicking out with Doom Eternal over there. Mm-hmm. And, we just started last week, so we're seeing what sort of momentum comes. I totally get where you're coming from, like going on live format without any sort of script. It can be a bit of a pain, but it's much more organic. It's much more... interactive, and I got no issues with that as well. We try to keep ourselves organized to a degree on our channel, and if we don't have like a lot of things to talk about, then we're like, you know what, we're live, people are watching, let's go ahead and have a link to our StreamYard for anyone who's watching to go ahead.
Wait,
and
hold
jump
on,
in
hold
the
on,
video
hold on,
and be
hold
part
on,
of the conversation.
hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. What?
Go ahead.
Justin, what? Okay. One of our commenters said some of AM group is watching. Could you, if they're saying anything about us
Hi.
on the group, can you send me a screen cap? If anybody from Anime Matsuri is watching, hello, welcome to the Geeks 5 Ever podcast. Remember Geeks 5 Ever, the group of people that got thrown under the bus by Anime Matsuri when a fucking Nazi decided to hijack a panel that was canceled 3 months in advance but was never taken off the schedule? Oh, and by the way, this was a couple of months before my grandfather had passed away, who was on his fucking deathbed. I went to go see him for a week straight, and that weekend was when I started visiting him because he was dying. He died 2 fucking months later. So if anybody from Anime Matsuri has a fucking problem with me, then you can fucking email me at geeks5ever@gmail.com or send me a fucking message on Facebook, facebook.com/geeks5ever. If you have something you want to say to me, if you want me to apologize, do you want me to make a retraction, go ahead, send me a message. I will read your shitty apology like this. I, on behalf of Geeks5Ever, have to legally apologize to this shit show of a convention.
God damn. I wish a motherfucker would. Oh my God. If they're watching, hi there. You don't know me, I know a lot about you. And for Christ's sake, you guys need to reevaluate your lives if you're over here standing for the Mushroom Man himself. So for the love of God, reevaluate.
No, but for those of you that are watching the channel that support us, well, before we go any further, those of you that are watching that support us and are on our site and happen to be members of the group and want to help us, thank you for being our eyes and ears, because I can't be in that fucking group. That was deep. Diana says, damn, that was deep. I've said it once and I'll always say it. I do not like Anime Matsuri. They didn't say anything to us. 2 ran away. It's fine.
They didn't even give you the dignity of asking, like, hey, were you guys really behind this? They didn't even bother trying to talk to you. It was like, oh, no, you're gone, you're banned.
There's so much information out there right now. If they choose to follow Anime Matsuri, it's because they ignore it. They're blinded to the obvious things that they see. And they just want to follow it because it's a convention.
That's what makes me sick about the city. That's what makes me sick about our community, is that people are willing to throw everything Anime Matsuri has done under the rug because it is an anime convention, because they find it fun, because it is one of 2 anime conventions in the city of Houston. We're about to get another one, by the way. And we have Delta H-Con. By the way, Onicon is in Galveston. Yeah, it's not Houston anymore, but it's still there. Plus, we have Comic Palooza now. Yeah. We have other options. We don't have to support Anime Matsuri.
Anime Houston.
Anime Houston. Right. Anime Houston is run by Anime Dallas. We have other options. We don't have to succumb to Anime Matsuri. You have a choice, people.
You can take your business elsewhere. Speak with your wallets. Let capitalism freaking decide. If you're at this point, if you're supporting Anime Matsuri, knowing all this shit that's out here, whether or not you can verify it or not, whether or not you believe it or not, if you see this shit and say, yeah, I'm okay with it, then you need to get your head checked.
I'm going to put this back to the comment.
I said, speak the prophets, my child.
The comment that we made fun in the very beginning about, I'm going to take my vacation, I'm going to leave the state anyway. If you're going to a convention in Houston, and you're going to go out of state to go have a vacation, you can literally go to probably 40 to 50 other conventions at some point other than this convention, because Texas is huge.
Okay,
to get out of this state,
let me go ahead and describe
somewhere else.
Anime Matsuri to a T for you, Fawn, because you've obviously never been. You're never gonna go. You're from Florida. Anime Matsuri.
You're crazy enough to live there.
Anime Matsuri.
Well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I would go to Texas to see some cons and maybe meet up with you guys and get a beer or something. But like Anime Matsuri, they're not going to see one red cent.
I don't know if you want to get
Not
drunk
Geeks.
with us.
Geeks
We're on
five
a
out of 10
whole
years.
different level. I have stories.
I'm about to say, like,
we don't have time for that shit, man.
this
We
feels
do
like
got
a
time, and
challenge.
we will share. Let me put it to like
Are we
this.
having a drink off?
Yes,
here?
we will. We
Are
will have
having
a drink
challenge
off.
going on?
Okay, we are gonna have a drink off. We're gonna have a drink off.
All right.
One time I got so fucking drunk, I got into a fucking fist fight with an electrical socket. I stabbed it with a fork, accidentally electrocuted myself, but I didn't spill my fucking beer, and I was laid out on the floor for 45 fucking minutes.
Holy shit! Oh boy, that is cool. That is not bad at all.
Are you
All
fucking
right,
serious?
so-
I don't. That shit was not cool. I fucking got. You know how that
well,
shit
you're
even
still
started?
alive. You're here to tell the tale, aren't you?
You know how that shit. You know how half of that shit starts? My friends are like, "Hey, what's up? That thing over there's been talking shit all night. What? Who the fuck?"
Where'd it go?
Dude, I got into a fist fight
Oh,
with a
God.
at the Texas Renaissance Festival. I got into a fist fight with a porta potty because my friend told me he was talking shit all night.
Holy shit! Oh man!
You know how many fucking fist fights I've gotten into? I've gotten into fist.
I can imagine. Like,
I've almost gotten into fist fights with guests.
I've been, thankfully been more of a happy drunk. If I've ever even actually gotten drunk to begin with, I'm actually kind of scared because I've gotten to drink like a motherfucker at conventions. Like I don't know if you've ever seen it, but if you haven't, I strongly recommend that you go to Orlando at the end of the year for Holiday Matsuri. I don't know if you heard of that one.
I heard
That
of
is
holiday.
It is beautiful. The venue is gigantic. It's the Orlando World Center Marriott Resort. It is like 4 hotels in one. It is gigantic. It is fucking ridiculous, and I love it. I strongly recommend going there. The after parties that we would have in the rooms. We had fucking a lineup of freaking different drinks and mixers. I'm over here like polishing off a bottle of Captain Morgan private stock, and thinking like, you know what? I just want to like this. I want to kick it up a little bit. What sort of mixers do we got? Do you got anything else? They show me a bunch of different sodas that we got. Like, okay, you know what? Fuck it, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and polish off all y'all's bottles of Fanta Pina Colada flavored. I'm over here in the corner. I'm mixing it for myself, 50-50 mixes in a fucking cup about the size of one of these, a freaking gas
tall
station
boy.
soda cup. And just drinking that down while the rest of our group were watching. We were watching the pilot episode of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss on the TV. And someone was trying to live stream. We're like, no. Some of these people are staff. No, we don't stream. No, get off. And meanwhile, the whole time they were trying to get me up to to challenge them to an arm wrestling match. This one dude, and I'm telling him like, my arms are full. I'm still like holding the goddamn bottles in my hand, like I'm busy right now, and they just took it. They just took it, like okay, fine, no, whatever. like you need less angry drinking, and you need to come drink with us over here in Florida.
No, I'm not
You
an
need more
angry
happy
drunk.
drinking.
I'm not an angry drunk at all. But
no,
if
like,
you,
you give me the place though.
I'm actually a very chill drunk. It's just that when people talk shit to me, the guest that I did almost get into a fist fight with was called Voltaire. He's made a lot of songs for Cartoon Network shows for like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He's made songs for like
Billy
shit
and
like
Mandy.
that.
Oh wow.
He's actually a pretty famous guest, and he called me a dirty Mexican, and me and him almost got into a fucking fist fight. We were drunk. We were both drunk, so it was about to go down. I probably called him a fucking. I thought he was white, but apparently he's not white. But I called him a piece of shit and a stupid ass. I call him all kinds of crap that I can't say on the podcast because it's a little hateful. But I can share this
You
story.
can say
Would
white
it be like a
insult.
synonym for a saltine, for example?
No, I called him.
A gringo.
No, fuck. I called him and. I called him.
There's no racial insult for a white person that is nearly as bad as anything else.
Moving on. Moving on. At Onicon one time, we had our friend with us. And, like, we were drunk. You're like, hey, let's fuck with him. So the entire weekend, we're going around the con telling people, we're spreading fucking fake rumors that he's like a Mexican drug lord. And he's at the convention because he's trying to get away and he's on vacation. So Saturday,
And they bought it?
people fucking bought it because he's angry and short. He looks like a dollar store version of El Chapo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
And so, like,
That's terrible, man.
so people are fucking, people are avoiding him. People are like they're going out of their way to go around him. And he's wondering, like, what the fuck is going on? Why are people, how come nobody wants to talk to me? And there was this one white dude in our hotel room. Like, yeah, dude, that guy's crazy, man. He's like a big time drug lord. Like, what the fuck is he doing here? Because this is a small con and no one knows him here. He's from like deep Mexico, dude, and he's like a big time drug lord. He works with El Chapo, and like it didn't help.
Like he's got to be on this side of the border for 72 hours straight.
No, he's just here because he likes.
You know, the federales will give up their search.
No. I gave him a good excuse. The reason why he's here because he like in Mexico, Dragon Ball Z is very cultural. So he's here because he wants to like buy Dragon Ball Z stuff. My friend's like, oh, that makes sense.
He's a DBZ fan.
Because in Mexico, Dragon Ball Z is a big fucking deal. It is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And so
You'll never find a larger weed community than in Latin America.
It gets perfect. So my friend walks in, he barges in the fucking room. He's angry and short and Mexican. And the first thing he blurts out of his mouth is, I'm going to stab that motherfucker if I don't get my money. If I don't get my fucking money. And he has a fucking knife in his hand. He's like fucking stabbing in the direction of the wall. He scares the shit out of the white dude and he dashed out the fucking room, dude. He ran out the fucking room. Later on that night, there were 7 cops. There were 7 fucking different cops at our hotel room. Trying to figure out what, like, we heard there's a drug trade going on there. They busted our room like we were the fucking cartel. And my friend calls me on the phone. I walked to our floor and I saw the cops in our room. I turned my ass around and went left. I started walking towards the car. My friend's like, hey man, the cops are here. They want to talk to you. Fuck that. Tell them I went home. Tell them I'm not even there. Well, they're like, dude, they want to talk. They said, if you can come. No, I'm busy. I left. I'm not even there anymore. I fucking left. He's like, but my friend's like, what about the PlayStation 4? Fuck it, I'll buy another one.
Put it in the backpack.
You know where the fuck I hid? I hid in my backup hotel room and ran straight into the bathroom, got inside the tub, locked the door to the bathroom, got inside the tub, and went into fetal position. I'm like, hopefully, if I'm quiet, the cops won't find me. We had a backup hotel room under a different name just in case the cops showed up.
What was the name? Do you change the name or do you use the same one?
No, it was actually somebody else's name. I can't say their name. Edgar says, I want to go to an anime con in Mexico. They are amazing. We will go together. Let's plan something. I want to go to one in Mexico. But it has been 2 hours and 20 minutes. We are just about out of time because it is getting late. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no kidding. Apparently, everyone was waiting for me to get off so that we could eat dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that. I can read a room.
I'm just finding out over here. I just found out because like, they're like, hey, are you done? Like, well, we're still on. Like, we're waiting for you. Dinner's been served. Like, oh, shit.
Eat.
All right,
well, actually, I forgot to tell you that you can
Florida
leave in the middle
of polite.
You can leave, like, you can. I forgot to tell you that you could leave in the middle of the podcast if you have to. That is an option.
Well, I'm being polite, and I love the conversation that's going on over here, like interjecting a little bit. So
polite.
I hope you'll pardon me on that.
Polite. None of us are polite except Sonic Keyblade. But once he does his nice guy mouth breather voice, yes, he's the guy that makes sure that Anime Matsuri people don't show up. Does anybody have any final questions?
He scares the boy.
I like this guy. Bring him back.
I've got a generic question.
The people want you back.
What's your? I'm gonna subscribe to you. I don't care.
Thank you.
What's your like Friday forecast? What are you guys doing this weekend? Other than obviously Goku's doing another podcast and didn't tell us.
Apparently not. My guest canceled. That's why I was on the phone for so long.
So anything you guys have planned for the weekend or plan on doing the weekend? Looking forward to?
Well, I got stuff that I'm doing with my family on the weekend, but Saturday night, you'll see everything that we got. I guess since we're wrapping up, if it's okay with y'all, if I can go ahead and plug away. Actually, give me a second. It's literally... Okay, that tasted fucking incredible, honey. I love you. Literally,
awesome stuff.
So good.
Okay. But yeah, if it's okay with you, I'll go ahead and plug away since we're on the winding down.
Yeah, not a problem.
Our live programming is Saturdays every week, 5:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Is on twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock Online. That's our program, Los Amigos Play, led by the smoothest Cuban man you'll ever meet on this earth, Angel Mendez. He is a badass, and he will talk the shit out of your ear, and he hosts our Let's Play show. Either he's playing a video game and we're peanut gallery behind him, or one of us is playing and he'll like distract us or he'll talk shit with us while we're playing. And from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern, we have the Ravens Flock live on youtube.com/The Ravens Flock. All three of us, myself, Angel Mendez, and our show host, Jose Casabona, we discuss different geek news every week. We invite you on to join us so we can all talk and just like say what you've been like. What are you up to? If you got any interesting anecdotes or stories, or if you got any opinions on any of the topics that we're discussing. So, so I strongly encourage, if you wish to, if you find yourself
I'll be right back again.
bored, then by all means, come and check us out. And since I'm plugging away, I'm going to go ahead and finish off over here. Continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, home of our weekly wrestling recap show, The Wednesday Night War. And of course, check us out on Twitch.tv/Ravens Flock Online for Los Amigos Play Live, and YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, and The Ravens Flock Live. So, yeah. It's not even plugged up to anything. This is just a prop right now.
Nice.
We should start a wrestling
podcast. You are cordially
podcast.
invited.
Yay.
Yay, thank you. Thank you for being on here. Go eat dinner, damn it.
By all means. Thank you guys for having me. Anime Matsuri, I don't know you. I don't wish to know you. But what I know of you, I am terribly disappointed. Go seek the prophets, my child. And this is Juan Arouse from the Ravens Flock, and I am out. Good night, guys. You guys have a good one. May the force be with you.
Hey, good luck. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Okay, so you heard it here.
Well,
that is Juan from Ravens Block. Ravens Block?
Ravens Flock.
Flock. Fuck.
Flock.
I can't. You know what? I can't fucking English today. Okay.
That's fine.
So you heard it from here. That's another group that thinks Anime Matsuri is shit. So, they're pretty cool. They're awesome. That's why we invited them, and we're definitely gonna have them back. Fucking Friday. Damn it. There's been so much shit been going on this week. I've been sick the last few days, so I'm finally getting better. And unfortunately, there's been a lot going on. So I want to put this out there now. There are going to be some days next week. Possibly it will be either a few days or maybe a whole week. I don't know. I can't share right now. But there's just going to be a time when we're going to go on another hiatus. I don't know for how long, and I don't know when. Or if it's even going to happen. I honestly don't know. There's just a lot going on right now, and that's the reason why we didn't come on yesterday. It's really rough, and I it's one of those things that I don't really talk to other people about it, and it's whatever. At this point, it's just a lot of stuff that's been going on, and it's not drama before anybody says anything. It's just, there's just a lot going on, and it has to do with my family and people being sick. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But we hopefully next week. Next week we're gonna invite. We're actually having guests. We've already booked guests for next week. We're trying to have more Texas Renaissance Festival people on the podcast now. So they can all come and hear Saki Kitty's story about not sleeping with that guy, because he totally deserved it and you were wrong for it.
How dare you?
No. It was messed up. I ran into him at one convention, and he just like as soon as I saw him next to me, he was like, "Ooh," he just like walked away. He knew what he did was wrong, and he just doesn't want to admit it. But I heard from other people that said that he was like, why is she's not talking to me? How come I can't see her or see her post? What's going on? I don't know why she's just totally ignoring me. And I'm like, oh my god.
How come whenever she walks
someone's post?
How come whenever she walks away from me, she walks backwards so I can't stare at her butt?
What a jerk.
We need more.
Oh,
we need
man.
we need Sonic's simp voice, because that shit is amazing.
So, would you like me to say anything?
Just say something that sounds.
Say what you have
thirsty.
planned this weekend in that voice.
Okay, what I have planned. Okay. Are you ready? All right.
What do you have planned in the simp voice?
Okay. Well, guys, I'm actually planning on working on nothing much. I'm just gonna be here at home, and then I'm actually working on a model kit of just Mega Man X figures. It's actually pretty dope, actually. So I hope you guys are excited for me to do this.
I kind of wanted you to say something like along the lines of this, like, "Hey guys, well, my plans are, I'm gonna beat my meat,
Okay.
like it owes me money."
Hey guys, I'm gonna beat my meat like it owes me money. I'm so excited. It's my first time. I'm not even gonna use a sock.
I want a conversation between Thirsty Man, that is Goku, and Simp Man, that is Sonic X-Blade. Because there's like two different styles.
You know who
here.
I want
They're
as a
very,
guest?
very weird.
You know who I want as a guest? I want that Philip guy that went on the rant on the Anime Matsuri group. This is y'all's fault, cause I wanted the con to happen, and I wanted people to die so I could
This
have.
is y'all's fault. I hope
Yes.
I heard karma kind of bit you in the ass while I put on my clown makeup.
Fucking
No,
die.
dude, she bought
Do
his
you
makeup from
think
Party City. 'Cause that's
people
where
out
clowns
there
buy their makeup.
And
Bruh.
you try to ask, can you try to ask if he can come on for an interview? I doubt it, but that'd be hilarious to get that kind of guy on here.
We'll all pitch in if we have to
I will
pay
sit
him.
back in the comments. I won't even come on.
We will all pitch in if we gotta pay him. You
Give
know
him-
what? Let's email an actual celebrity. How about we get somebody like a Walter
I'll
Jones?
give him.
No, I don't want the Philip guy. Obviously, that's just gonna be like he's gonna be on here for like 5 minutes before he jumps off. That's the whole podcast. It's gonna last like. But I want to get like an
He's
actual.
gonna get pissed.
No, don't fucking message him. Just
Let's message Alex Jones.
you know who we should message? I think Alex Jones would do it for $300.
I will put up that money. I'll do it right now. I will put up that money.
I'm not
get
gonna be
Alex
on
Jones
that one.
here.
You can be the host. I'm not gonna be on that one. Something
I will
Philip,
host the
mouth
shit out of
breather,
that.
who fucking knows? You know who? I'm gonna email Walter Jones. I'm gonna ask him if he can be on the podcast, and if he charges money, we're gonna ask everybody to pitch in. But Walter Jones, for those of you that don't know, he's the original Black Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Zach. Hip Hop
That's
Keto.
Zach.
Hip Hop Keto.
Not Walter.
Okay, Zach.
Not
Fuck.
Walter Jones.
Zach. Fine. Zach.
Oh,
The
Zach.
Black
Okay, yeah,
Ranger.
the Zach.
Oh, no. Yeah. Now I know who that is. Fuck.
He only has 9 fingers. He has 9 fingers.
Hey, man. That's messed up. He can't count to 10.
I'm just stating facts here.
He can't count.
That's one of the
You
things I know.
just threw his
Yes,
business.
sir.
This man
I
can't
recognize
count to 10 physically.
The master of hip hop keto.
I want him on here. He's a great guy. He's fucking fun. We'll harass Johnny and see if he'll be on the podcast.
I've seen a lot of
We'll
videos.
see if
He looks
Saki
really
Kitty
fun.
will be on the podcast.
Are you gonna go through Johnny to try to get Zach?
No, I would like to get like an actual guest. So we're gonna message people and see who would we can get an actual special guest. Hopefully,
We did.
do you guys have? It's Friday night. It's ready for us to shut it down because I know you guys got lives. I know Saki Kitty's got to go do Saki Kitty things.
Yep.
All right. Do y'all have anything
Don't
that
know
y'all
what
want
it
to say
is,
to
but
the
she has
audience?
to do it. Enjoy your weekend. Go be a nerd and enjoy yourself.
I'm making new masks, so I got elastic, so got it from the black market. So hopefully, I should. Oh, it's hard to find, but I'm making some new masks, and I have new materials. So I got like it's not gonna be a lot, but some moons, some Halloween ones because we're gonna be dealing with this all year because the government's screwing us over. But I also got some plaid ones, so and pride. So I'm making some pride masks and some tarot card masks.
Can you make some made out of
So,
food?
If you
Because I'm starving.
sizes.
Oh my god! Don't look at the comment section, Saki.
Don't look at the last comment.
No, that's the moist
No.
one. The moist
Long.
one. That's a long moist. But no. There's another
No.
one. Get the guy Saki Kitty hates on the podcast as a guest.
It's extra more
They-
No.
long list.
They want us to interview
No.
the guy that tried to sleep with you. Somebody
We
said,
already
"Damn."
have to. We have
Like, we
to
know
trick
who
her
it
to
is.
get on.
Like,
What are we
we
gonna do
know
now?
who the person
All right.
is. I'm like, nah, I'm not on.
to get more
Like,
information
Can't
more
we,
information
like,
about the
catfish
mask
him?
from Saki Kitty, you can go to Instagram.com/Saki Kitty or Facebook.com/Saki Kitty to get the information on the mask. Trust me, get the fucking mask and do the pay for two. You get one, you donate another because I need another fucking mask. I need at least 5 fucking
a little
masks.
bit of a sale right now for them, and I'm going to. I was planning to make some more masks today, but
Oh
I
god.
took a nap. But I'm going to start working on these over the weekend, so we're going to have a little bit more variety of styles. But I bought like only 2 yards, so I probably might be only making like maybe 10 out of those. I'm not for sure. I have to try it out. But buy masks. They're super cheap and they're nicely made. So, and I'm gonna have the ones with the elastic of different sizes. So, the ones that I have. Do I have one over here? No. Yes, I do. So, if I can actually get this. There we go. So this one, this is for a size small, and these fit me very well. So here we go, and they fit my face, and my dad has them, and it fits his face well, and we just make these larger to fit more comfortable. So if you want to, they're easy. You can buy a few. I have my own, I have 7 on me because I know how to sew, so I can make as many as I want. But I just use one for one day, and then toss it in laundry and have a brand new one the next day. So make sure you buy them.
I need more because I bought enough boxers and shorts and shirts for like a month, so I won't have to do laundry every week.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, go ahead and if you have any questions about the mask, just hit up Saki Kitty, especially that question that says $5 why. Anything you want to say, Jace, to the audience?
I have to paint a dining room tomorrow, and then play D&D on Sunday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I do carpentry shit when I'm not actually working. So
Is that why you posted a picture where you look like a bald Sub-Zero?
that was my mask that I had made, which I did out of foam, which is no excuse for people out there who can't make shit. But I get called Bane at work. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, don't make a mask out of ham. You'll just end up eating it. Anything?
My
Sonic.
mask is foam with cloth behind it though.
Nice. Anything you would like to say to our audience, Mr. Sonic Keyblade? Apparently now Simp Voice Man.
Well,
You're
I hope you guys stay
Superman
safe
and
out there.
First
If you're
Man.
gonna wear a mask, I hope you wear it good because it looks like very good to the ladies. They will actually get your attention if you wear a mask. And also, I like to plug in my YouTube channel, Keyblade Sonic. I just made a new review. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Please, I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And if you like me to do the voice, let me know. I'll do it for you.
You made me realize I should have made a fucking review of Outer Worlds on the Switch before I sold it to GameStop. Fuck. I'll just.
By the way, you should play Maneater.
That's right.
Maneater.
Fucking Maneater is the greatest game ever. If you haven't played Maneater, then get the fuck off this podcast and go play Maneater on Xbox One, PS4, or PC. And I heard a rumor that it's coming on Switch. That's right. You can take your Maneater video game on the go on the Switch. You can play as a shark and eat people. Delicioso.
Yeah, but in all
Do not
seriousness,
sell
if you
your other things. Please subscribe. Do not listen to Goku.
Shut up.
and for all the audience, if you liked my voice, I hope you appreciate it. If you wanted me to do it more in future podcasts, let Goku know, let everybody know.
All right. From
I
now
will do
on,
totally
send the
more.
screenshots to Sonic Keyblade.
And I'll read them on the screen.
Right. Don't forget to check out his YouTube channel. He was saying it in the voice, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people were laughing and not hearing it. But he made it. He just released a new video.
SpongeBob.
Reviewing SpongeBob.
Battle for
What
Bikini
is that?
Bottom.
Okay, yeah.
Rehydrate, yeah.
Yeah, rehydrate
All right,
it.
so I did a review of the new remastered SpongeBob game. It's on my YouTube channel / Keyblade Sonic. Not only reviews, I've done animations, some voiceovers, and I've done other reviews of games, even movies. I did one of the Sonic movie a couple months ago, and the My Hero Academia movie that came out back in March. So if you like, I hope you see it. Subscribe. Hopefully I'll make more videos.
No, the review is not in simp mode.
Review.
They're calling it simp mode
Do a
now.
Simp one. Yeah. Do a simp voice.
By the way,
Do a
we're
simp- do a simp review.
we're gonna do 5-minute videos. They're gonna be really short videos, maybe even shorter. They're gonna be reviews. They're not just video game reviews, but it's called Does It Suck? And they're gonna be
Does
pretty.
it suck?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Does It
Yes.
Suck? Today we're reviewing The Outer Worlds on the Nintendo Switch. Does it suck? Absolutely yes. Don't spend $59.99 at the store for a fucking game that you could have gotten on PC or the PS4 for half the fucking price. Don't end up spending your hard-earned money on a game that looks like it's borderline PS2 graphics on a portable glorified tablet labeled by Nintendo that is so hard to get because the demand is so high and supply is so low. Does it suck? Absolutely. Outer Worlds on the PS4. I got my PS4 version. I played it on Xbox. It's fucking amazing. Don't play it on fucking Switch. I cannot believe that I got fucking conned out of $60. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Hope to see you next time.
Bye, Felicia's.